I prayed for my downfall and I found a way to reconcile, 'cause in my heart it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield where some go down, others heal. In the end it's all the same. All you can do is play the game. Oh, do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I'm sad to say I'm sorry, so lie. Pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live a lie. Too many lows, too many highs. Too many things to criticize. And so I leave it all behind. Don't wanna live a lie. Life kept spitting at my feet and forced me down a dead-end street when all I had went up in flames, burning only dark remains. I cover up every part of my skin, oh, 'cause I don't like the person within, oh. I know I'm the one to blame. All I can do is take the shame. Oh, do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I'm too sad to say I'm sorry, so lie and pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. Whoa, I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live a lie. Too many lows, too many highs. Too many things to criticize. So I leave it all behind. Don't wanna live a lie. I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. Oh no.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How is it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back, boys. It is that time for today. It is that NA 5V5 1v1s. Yesterday was EU, but Saturdays are for the boys. So NA. Hope you guys are all getting ready. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great, wonderful, beautiful evening. Let me get the music back up and running. This song goes hard, dude. I like that heaviness to it, dude. I've been playing a little bit of with Kren. I've been showing Kren Doom Eternal, and god, the music in that game is so good. When the beat kicks in as you're fucking surrounded by bitches left and right, dude. Oh, is it amazing? And I'm listening to this song and I just love how heavy it gets, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it just gets so... I love it, dude. I love it. Anyway, how is everybody doing? Hopefully all of you having a good day. We got beautiful Cran, we got William, we got Juan, we got Boomer, we got Cody, still low with Dart, we got Not Elf Love, we got ourselves NCTZR, we got I'm Matt RM, we got ourselves our boy Dalaran, the best, Ski Dog, William, Notcast, RM. How you boys all doing? ASUS, Bab, how you doing, my man? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another beautiful, wonderful live stream. What's up, Freaky? How you doing, my man? What's up, Acidic? How you doing, my dude? Hope all of you are having a good one, boyos. What's up, Jeffco? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Ran, how's it going, fam? Boys, how you doing, Bombara? How you doing, Baron? Check Discord General. What's going on there? Hype. You got the wrist with 430. Reduce the cooldown over here. Oh, you got the Mechagon wrist. Nice. You got it on a mage by any chance, or hopefully you got it on a mage, because that's good ones, man. Boys, NA. Hope all of you know what you're doing. It is NA Duels, boys. Start making some groups right now, because we will not waste any time whatsoever. We're just gonna get right in there, boys. How does that sound, huh? How does that sound if we just were to just skip all the BS and just get right in there? On your mage, fuck yeah, dude. You got yourself a good piece, and it's got a socket. Honestly, you don't need to do Mechagon now unless you wanted to go for big damage. You got yourself, like, if you just want to do some casual content, get into some heroics and do some damage, you got the piece that makes it do it for you, man. 430 with a socket, that's huge. I would slot in, I don't know what your haste is, but I think you slot in a verse gem in there and forget it, dude. Alrighty, boys, logging on right now. Gonna get some motherfucking games up and running. Hope all of you are having a good one, boys. What's up, Kip? How you doing, man? What's up, Thor? How you doing, my dude? Looking forward to some kick-ass plays tonight. EU was awesome yesterday. Let's hope NA brings in the goddamn fire today, boys. Hopping on the character so I can watch them duels. Got a group going for lines. Beautiful. You guys are more than welcome to advertise. If you have a group ready, advertise it in the chat. Let us know if it's Alliance or Horde. How many you got, how many you need. It is on a NATO day, boys. If you check the schedule down in the description, a schedule we've been following every single week. Friday stream is the EU live stream. Saturday duels are for the boys over on the NA. So all y'all are welcome to watch, but also welcome to participate if you're allowed to. Let's go, boys. We need two groups right now for NA, and we're good to go. Sub Dal, good to see you here. Good luck with the duels. Having a headache, slightly heated up. Yo, Athel, hopefully you are taking care of yourself, man. Hopefully, Alpha Man right here. Hopefully, not what other things going on. My man, take care of himself and take it easy. Seriously. Seriously, if you just gotta go to bed, today will be the fucking... With what's going on outside, today will be the goddamn day, dude. You take care of yourself, man. We need the Alpha Man in here for a bit longer. Come on, dude. We need you for the next week's duels. You can't get sick now. Okay, we got us some Machooks, Boris, and Ren ready. Okay, beautiful. Let's get Machooks and Ren and Boris first, since they were the first ones to hit me up. We're just gonna go first come, first serve, yeah? And then we'll get Ren in here against somebody who's gonna be available after. Where is the goddamn Seavark, boys? Where is the goddamn Seavark? We missing our boy Seavark in here right now. Let me move the things to the side and the chat as well. What's up, Dan? How you doing, my man? This is exactly what I need right now. How you doing, Dan? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. To Twitch. Both of the teams have a 4-man. Whoever gets the 5th, we're going to introduce you first. But a Warlock or Rogue, both of them are good. I would say play a class you enjoy most. Melee or caster at that point. We got ourselves Team Red with Demon Hunty as a DH. We got ourselves Demoniac. Whoa. Stop it to the wrong person. Demoniac with a Fel Rogue Green. We got ourselves Karyu. Also, ooh, I like it. I don't see that helm ever, but he looks like a good old-fashioned assassin, dude. I'm getting Assassin's Creed vibes. Kane, we got it here as a monk, and Pedro, team agility here. Pedro be out of cat form unless you're doing thank you so much, man. And Imam on team blue with that unholy DK action. We got Bounty here, and we got ourselves Laura as well as 2 rogues for the team. Decapitated as a Fury Warrior and Zarthus as a Warlock. I'm gonna guess Destruction, but I kind of like what he's got going on, man. It's the simple mog. Simpler the better, and he looks kind of badass with that pretty plain but pretty dope looking staff. Honestly, I kind of dig this dude's whole mog, and here we get the mount to work with it, but it looks like it's going to be him versus Kario opening up with a subterfuge. Big opener, subtlety actually, big damage coming out here of the bat onto Zarthus, dropping it to about half his health is going to get him down to pop wall right now. Cloak of Shadows for Kario next. That's going to be a port for Zarthus next actually. Wait, Zarthus is Affliction. It looks like he's spraying those corruptions he wastes. He's trying to get a shot of Fury in, don't play in the pad, and that's going to be Kario has an advantage so far. Gonna smoke bomb instead. There is agony on corruption burning him down. New waves are coming out as he got himself the big haze buff. That's gonna be a big dark glare coming out. It's gonna get hit with a bike, so that's gonna be quite a bit of damage. Kario does not have a Cloak of Shadows for these dots actually, so that could be quite a bit of damage. Zarthus trying to see if he can survive all this damage a little bit. He needs to get himself a drain life, trying to get a fear onto Zarya. That's gonna, or Kario, that's gonna be a dark glare zapping him too from the back. He's gonna have to go for a crucible self heal for Zarthus. This isn't a good position right now. He needs to get himself a self heal immediately, setting up a gateway, and hopefully the dots onto Kario last long enough before he can catch himself a full re-stealth. Try to see if he can dip down onto him. Doesn't have any more defenses. Is going to reapply the dots. Trinket available for the kidney is going to pour it away immediately, and Kario is going to try to see if he can reposition. That is going to be a whole new set of dots on him. Does have the healing capability with Crucible. Zarthus though needs to make a play without a death goal. He's kind of in a bad spot, but he needs to get a lot of healing rolling for Kario. He's waiting for cooldowns most likely. Destiny got Trinket was used pretty early on. The bike Trinket was used pretty early on, so he doesn't really have a lot of momentum. Might still have something in him. That is Sub-Rogue Burst coming out with big old Eviscerates back to back. Is actually looking to back up. Zarthus does go for a port, and it's going to be quite low in health. Just any more hits for Kario could be the end. To this Warlock hits him with a Crucible. Not enough to end it, but maybe the dots will be enough. Shadow Step into him, and does get a big old proc with Azerite onto the Warlock. Garrote Cheap Shot coming out by Laura. There's going to be Trinket for Kario with a Cheap Shot, and Laura does go for a Trinket onto the Cheap Shot with a blind for Kario. Probably should go for a reset onto Laura right now. He does not go for that reset. Probably should have stayed around. He's going to have a couple dots. Vendetta rolling on him too, so the Assassin Rogue isn't going to be able to he's not going to be able to shake off the Assassination Rogue for a while. Evasion coming in clutch right now, trying to keep himself alive into a Kidney Shot. Is going to be actual full Kidney Shot. Opportunity for Kario to actually go for quite a bit of damage with the Cloak of Shadows as an extra defensive overlayer. That's going to be yet another Cheap Shot into Laura, super close on hell. That's going to be evasion for Laura right now. Kario trying to see if he can Shadow Step him. Vanish coming out. Is he going to be able to catch himself a quick reset? Bike into Laura. Might have enough here. Laura could turn this around, try to survive. Does go for a Vanish at the very last second, and Kario does go down. It looked like Kario had himself a good setup, but Laura did take him out before things really went bad. That's going to be immediate sap onto Kane. Have no idea how Kane wasn't able to get in combat with Laura. Have no idea. It looked like he got him out with a spinning crane kick and still got sapped either way. I'm gonna guess maybe Laura just had a dot earlier. Yeah, maybe Laura just had a dot from the rogue earlier. Trinket for Kane. Lexup trying to go for big damage. Fist of Fury, not touch to death. Cancels his own Fist of Fury to actually toss in a bike, and Laura looking to bail the hell out of them with that Cloak of Shadows. Do they have a Shadow Step? Looks like Kane actually dropping down into a blind. Nothing he can do about it. No Trinket available. Laura looking to outrun those images immediately. So Laura is going to be able to get himself a reset. Evasion available in about 50 seconds. Trinket available in about 20. And Kane actually doesn't have a way to deal with anything. He got defensives, but no Trinket. Laura could go in for big damage, has about a minute left on that Vanish, so we'll see if Laura ends up going for a more aggressive play or just a very defensive play, trying to deny Kane to be able to do anything. Looks like he's just gonna go sapping those eyes, so Kane can't really do anything. As Laura waiting out cooldowns is gonna open up with a Vendetta here into a Cheap Shot into Kane, getting the dots up and running. Probably a Kidney Shot right after. Probably gonna try to see if he can run out before the Kidney Shot connects. Is gonna get hit with the disarm. Kane looking to catch up to Laura. Is gonna stab it to the touch of death, not getting those Fists of Fury to fly. Laura might actually be able to re-stealth before that goes off. Does not get into a short Kidney Shot onto Kane. He could actually turn this around with a Karma karma, taking quite a bit of damage himself actually, trying to see if he can close the gap with Laura, as Laura got quite a bit of damage from the Reaping Flames wall and a defensive with Diffuse Magic coming in for Kayn. Laura actually has the mobility here, actually has the control of this arena, and might be able to actually catch a full re-stealth. Kayn has the karma for now. But if Laura gets good enough procs as Assassination Rogue, while Kayn is kind of lowish on health and a full kidney or cheap shot into a kidney, that would work too. He's going to get the dots up and running. Kidney shot right from the evasion coming out for Laura. Maybe Kayn might want to re-karma this early. No, he doesn't get to. But Laura didn't get too many good procs off of damage. That's going to be Laura. Try to see if he can juke out of there. Is going to vanish away from any slows from Kayn. Not letting that karma allow Kayn to get any kind of recovery. Kayn should be getting a trick it up soon though. So we'll have a trick it. Laura should be getting a blind soon here too. I think the trick it for Kayn is going to be up before Laura gets a blind off. So maybe Laura getting hit with the disarm. No kidney shot available. Try to go for a shadow step. Did not have the weapons to kidney shot, which feels like it doesn't make sense. Big bike into Laura. Could still turn this around. Twisted appendage onto Laura. Is going to pre-cloak it. Kidney shot onto Kayn. Kayn trickets out of it. Laura does have cheat death proc. And do they have a blind backup soon? Blind comes in clutch. Laura is left without any dots. It looks like they're going to be scot-free. Kayn has no way out of this blind. That's going to be a full sap. I think Laura might honestly have it. Don't know if there's a vendetta available or anything, but Kayn got nothing for this. In 10 seconds, there is going to be a wall, but Laura, with enough procs, as an Assassination Rogue, might just have it here. Lexip, Laura trickets out of it, kidney shot onto Kayn, and with the turnaround, Kayn, 3 seconds on that wall. Fist of Fury trying to deny the kill with those parries for a little bit longer. Wall might be needed. Laura might have him, does have him right now with the big old venom. At the very end, Kayn might, if he just pressed that wall right now, he actually might have had enough health to continue on that duel. That's going to be Pedro up next. Try to see if he can swipe the rogue out. It's going to be cheap shot with the Reaper Flame to fall, and Laura is going to get the dots rolling. The poisons slow Pedro down. Is going to allow him to kite the Feral a little bit longer. Might be able to catch a resale sap. No, we're going to be actually kidney shot with a heavy DR into a Vendetta to follow. Laura looking to actually juke away for Pedro. And he just stands still. Is he trying to shadow step? It looks like he's just trying to kite him. It's going to shadow step on top of him and get a TD proc. That's going to be amplified by the Vendetta, but I don't think he's going to have any more damage. Pedro does get a safety trick it off. That was actually quite a lot of damage out of Laura out of nowhere. Was that TD by Pedro or was that by Laura? Big disregard coming out by Bounty as it's trying to take down Pedro in the opener here. But that's going to be a wall for Pedro. Thorns are up and running. Kidney shot to follow. Does have a trick. Does he want to use that at all? Feels pretty confident. Trinkets at the very last second. Did not feel good there at the end. Did not think he could last long enough. That's going to be another wild Bounty. Got himself evasion rolling. That's going to be short war stun by Pedro. Does he have enough damage here? That's going to be full Vendetta on him. Big bike to fall, and down goes the Pharaoh. Looks like these guys are coming down, knocking one each other out back to back. This looks like it's going to be Bounty going down very soon to Demon Hunt. He has no cooldowns available. That's going to be stars by the Demon Hunter, yopping him out of the sky. And Imam is up next. Demon Hunter did not commit too many cooldowns. So finally we get a fairly close to a 1v1 here. As the clock strikes 7 minutes 30 seconds, 16% dampening in just a few minutes, boys. We're going to be hitting that 30% dampening in just a few minutes. Dampening is going to double to where it's at right now. Demon Hunter taking quite a bit of damage. Defensiveness coming out of him from every corner with darkness, blur, and everything. Getting quite a lot of healing with all that cleave and leech that he has with the army of the dead around him. Animum does get himself transfusion, trying to get those zombies rolling. He used to get a slow into Demon Hunter to keep him at bay. He's got to go for that eye beam, and it looks like he's going to kill some of those zombies. As long as he doesn't let any of those zombies actually tag him, he needs the immolation aura to really make it happen. It's going to be one zombie stunning him. It's going to trick it out of it. Animum does go for a death pack. Not going to have a lot of health to really work with. No more zombies coming out for him. Has an A-bomb, but he's actually losing out of health pretty heavily. Demon Hunter just continues wrecking it back to back to back. I feel like Animum Shooter just went for a kite spree. Chain of Eyes, got a bunch of zombies, forced Demon Hunter to deal with the zombies while he just kited away from the metamorphosis. Because I know normally Death Knights just fight through it and heal through Demon Hunter meta, but at this point with the nerf to the heals, I don't think that's going to be viable. I think Demon Hunter basically out heals it, so there's no point of tussling with the muscle. Demon Hunter versus Decapitator, not looking all that healthy. Safeguard trick and procket for him. He does get himself another blur up and running. Has a fly above, rain from above, so he can't escape this warrior completely. Is going to be pummeled onto the I-beam. Could go escaping. Decapitator should be aware of this. Is going to get himself a charge heal onto Demon Hunter. Does have a Warlike health to keep himself alive as we hit in the 9-minute mark. Stun onto Decapitator. Demon Hunter could go up in the air. Actually, that stun might be the end of him could be the big X he can buy the warrior. Look at that, Demon Hunter does go flying up in the air, and the warrior is going to be able to only take 2 of those fell lances from above. He is going to be fine for the most part. Demon Hunter just not looking that good. Needs to get himself another sum. Does have crucibles for self heal. Probably should be using those wild metamorphoses up to increase the amount of healing he gets. It's going to be a short imprison onto decapitate. He does follow up with a disarm to Demon Hunter, leaving him with only his own Demon Hunter claws to auto attack into. Short stun onto Demon Hunter right now. Probably going to be the end. Actually, early defensive coming out for decapitate. I guess he just wanted to make sure he had all the health for demoniac. Probably was going to need this defensive to when fighting against this rogue. I do love what duel where people are just going and everybody gets a chance to play, boys. You know what I mean? Everybody had a chance to at least play for a little bit. Demonic is just gonna go big damage onto Decapitator, throwing a bike at him immediately as a sub-rogue. That's gonna be all the CC chains he had for now. Double Crucible to follow just to extend the damage even further. Trinketing out of the Stormbolt, that's gonna be immediate evasion. Decapitator is actually just left with nothing. If only he had Enrage Regen, that wouldn't help him heal, but at least it would have been a defensive to play into, and everybody here got to play, boys. Some of you guys got 2 kills at a time. That was pretty good overall. That was a pretty good one to start with. I really did appreciate seeing an Affliction Warlock as a very first duel. I know they're not potentially a strong contender in duels in particular, or at this point in PvP in general, but I'm glad we had one. We got a full group, and we got 5 new faces with player. Got 5. Awesome. Let's get another group going, yeah? Let's get Ren versus Direwolf next. And then we'll get player in here too. Go by first come, first serve kind of deal. You know what I mean, boys? Let me save that. What do we got? 190 on in EU, right? NA? Wait. NA, right? Or US? 189, 88, 86. 88. Wait, EU got more games than NA?
I do the marijuanas, but when I do, I tip my entertainment.
How's it going, Dan? My man, can we get a hashtag Dan Smoking Chat for the beautiful, wonderful donation without that dash I put in because I'm a clumsy POS. Yo, can we get a hashtag Dan Smoking Chat, boys, for the 20 bones down on my man? Hope you're having a good one staying at home tonight, my dude. Hope you're having a good one, my man. For any of you that are underage, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? But otherwise, my man, how you doing, my dude? Hope you're having a good one. You know, I gotta be a role model for somebody, right, boys? We got Ren and Direwolf, unless they're part of the same team. They are... One of them is offline, it looks like. Ren and Direwolf. Dire. D-I-R-E. Direwolf, you're not even online. I won't be able to queue you unless you're on. Ren is online. Dire, you gotta put yourself online, and then we're good to go. Yeah. It won't let me queue unless you're online. It's a quarantine kid server all the time. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. The alcohol sales went up by like 55% or something like that. Can you blame anybody? Normally you just go outside or to work or hang out with friends, and now you're at home and there's nothing to do. Perfect time to get into some video games, boys. 1 sec. Okay. You give it, take all the time in the, there we go, perfect. Let's see if you guys are part of the same team. Different groups, beautiful. I think we got 2 Alliance versus Alliance. Mogambala is going to be the map of choice for today. What's up, BJ? I don't need to add more of you guys. I will add you guys. Let me know if you got more people, more groups, 5-mans that are not have me added on Real ID. I'll get you guys in. How does that sound, yeah? After this one, at me, be like, yo, Dal, I got a 5-man. You don't have me added. My BNet is this. How does that sound? Yeah, that would be the easiest way for me to get in. Music? You play nice. You play nice. Actually, let's go to our mix. Wow, whoa, 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 what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? No, that's not what I meant. It went to... What was that just now? It went to watch later. I have videos in watch later? There's like some... What the fuck was that? It looked like GTA. What? That was weird. I was just confusing for you guys as it was for me. Anyway, switch. We got ourselves team below. We got Aver in here. Wait, aren't you working normally? We got Aver in here as an... Oh, I like that eyeball with the dagger. Looks so good with golden and blue. We got ourselves Brendan here. We got Miss Halinka. Oh my goodness, you liar and a half. We got Nuts here. He's gonna be pretty nuts. And War. Protector, dude. Look at this, man. We got ourselves Team Red with Destructum. We got ourselves Hibiki going up first as an arms warrior with a big old dwarven maw going on here. We got Kitten Void back here, Leong, and you said what? Let's implement this, let's do the same thing we did for EU, by the way. Only 2 of each class. Like, I'll allow this, 3 rogues in one team, but let's from here on out do only 2 of each class, boys, alrighty? I think that'd be fair. It's going to be a Stormbolt charge by War Protector onto Hibiki in the opener. That's going to be him starting out Defensive Saints, eating a bite to the face, but looks like he's going to be just fine. Going to hit with a disarm for a second as War Protector got himself big rampage damage rolling. It's going to trick it out of the fear. Not really sure if he should have done that. Blaze-Stone for Blaze-Stone with Twisted Appendage, attacking Hibiki a little bit. That extra. Still sending in the defensive stance, trying to min-max the damage here. He's going to go for a parry versus War Protector, trying to see if he can parry up as much damage from him as possible while doing as much damage as he can, using Lucid Dreams. Interesting choice. Is that what Arms Warriors do for PvP? Big old Lucid Dreams, big old Lord of War playstyle, commanding shot coming out. Looks like War Protector is only slightly ahead of what an Arms Warrior can do, and it's going to go for a bit of a leap. Very interesting opener by both of them. Disarm was interesting. Could have maybe trinket if you wanted to. There's going to be quite a bit of damage loss. Does not rule disarm himself. And that was a very interesting non-Zerker Rage Trinket of Fear. I guess War Protector was like, you know what? It's an arms warrior. Like, oh, I can throw away Trinket and be fine. Disarm onto Hibiki. And looks like it might be the end to this little gnomish warrior with a Stormbolt to follow. And down he goes. War Protector taking him out. Up next is going to be, you said what? As a subtlety rogue with a big old blade in one hand, small dagger in the other. Don't judge a rogue by the size of the daggers, but by how you use them, boys. Cheap shot with a twisted appendage. Blood of the enemy coming out. Huge damage onto War Protector. Big eviscerates back to back. And down he goes without ever being able to even lay hands on him. Nuts is going to be up next, trying to see if he can go nuts on him. So what? Going to be early advantage by the rogue. Nuts isn't going to be able to find him as he did get the full set of images. Did not commit a lot of damage there. Did not get a touch of death or anything. So he has a set of images with a leg sweep for later. For you said what? If he wanted to, yet another gnome. All the gnomes are coming out of the woodworks now, huh? But you said what is going to be able to get the perfect opener here. You just use the Destrigat Chicken, might be using a bike chicken here against Nuts. Is going to have Shadow Blades rolling. That's going to be chicken onto the Kitten Shot with Alexium to follow. Is he going to go for a big old touch of death? Could, honestly, it's not going to be Vanish available for use of what is going to be hitting that evasion immediately. Still taking quite a bit of damage, but at least right now he's going to be able to recover a little bit. Trying to see if he can just sprint away from the monk. Looks like the slows are coming in either way and just not letting this road go anywhere. A Shadow Step port is going to happen soon. Actually getting rooted. Not going to be able to Shadow Step off of that root, I don't think, into a Kitten Shot onto Nuts. Trying to see if he can get himself another go. Going to be a big tentacle slap onto the monk. Double tentacle slap, forcing out the karma into a blind as you said what is going to go for a full reset. Nuts still holding on to a wall. Still has diffuse magic, which I don't think is going to do much against a rogue, but still at least has the defensive at least, and no trinket for about a minute. If this boy got himself a good setup with a bike, or does she get back up now? Like, this could be it. This could be it. Cheap shot to fall in the opener. Does not get any corruption procs. Big Destrigat Chicken with an eviscerate, and down he goes. You said what? Dropping down the smoke bomb in case Miss Halika was going to see if he can get a dot on him or two. Is going to be able to at least get a shot of Ward Pain on the guy. You said what? Is playing the blood of the enemy, so might be able to actually decimate Miss Halinka here, unless he can just not allow this rogue to reset. Gonna go for a Greater Fade, trying not to get stabbed by the rogue. Cheap shot is gonna come out, is gonna human racial out of it, trying not to get kicked on his VT. Dropping down the siphon, VT is coming out, should be able to kill the VT, does end up killing it. That's gonna be a mindfully onto Yusa. What? The shadow damage is gonna start ticking down to him. Needs to maintain his sipping cup as best as he can. Miss Halinka is gonna drop down with a wood eruption onto Yusa. What? Clock shot is coming out by the rogue, hoping to get himself extra common points. Actually gonna go for a vanish instead, as Miss Halinka went for a void eruption. He's gonna have to get his resources back up and running very soon here against this rogue. But now the rogue is going to have a proper opener. No trinket available for the rogue, at least for about a minute. He might have a human racial for a stun. The cloak shot is gone, vanish is gone, so actually Miss Halinka might stand a chance here. Although the big blood of the enemy, Destrigath Cold Blood, I don't really know how you're going to be able to play against it. Fear immediately before the rogue gets the opener. He knew the rogue wanted to go in. Stun to follow right after. Mind Blast to follow, dropping him down to half his health. Siphon attacking him right now. Lots of damage. That's going to be twisted appendage for the rogue to even do more damage to him. Miss Halinka does go for Greater Fate, not to to get stunned. Finally, the rogue gets to connect. No blood of the enemy just yet. Just uses Just got Trinket though. Trying to see if he can finish off the Shadow Priest, but he's actually going to get himself Void Eruption. Warlock Hellstone coming out for use at what, just to make sure he escapes out of there without this executes falling him. Still, his dots rolling. He's going to get himself a Sipic up to counteract those. Still gonna get sapped up though. Actually, sap the break-in somehow, as I guess use of what maybe had a Nightblade on him from earlier. VT getting reapplied. Mindblast to fall. It's gonna be a Mindbender right after. Mindbender might be able to do enough here. The dots are doing work. It's gonna be evasion. The Mindbender keeps teleporting behind him though. There's still gonna be a procs attack at the rogue from time to time. You said what? Still taking quite a bit of damage. Is gonna get himself a small heal to stay alive, but barely. Mr. Link, if he can Greater Fade this next sap, he'll be in a good spot. Stone onto the rogue. Might have a Trinket. Does he, though? He does not. Siphon to fall. It looks like the rogue is actually going to be down for the count. Trying to shot us up to a Mr. Linka. It looks like a Mr. Linka does win this out. Yo, if a Mr. Linka kills all these two rogues, Blizzard have to bring back Halinka. I think it's legally they have to bring back Halinka. I miss Halinka. If you kill these three rogues, Halinka comes back. It's going to be Shadow Step, but getting mind control into getting the Void, running him way out. That's an Assassination rogue. No more mobility for him. Double Crucible onto I miss Halinka. Is going to get a Vendetta rolling, and that's going to be the Priest popping in the Greater Fate, trying to see if he can juke away from the rogue. Actually discarding him. The poisons did not apply, so he doesn't have the slows. Getting the Void to stay in attack from Mindbender from the back. Does have the Underaw Trinket. Not going to be a great defensive trinket since that has been greatly nerfed. That's going to be Miss Halinka into the Disperse, trying to see if it could bail away from the rogue. Stun to follow. Trinket available. Could go for it. Still has Cloak of Shadows. Might want to cloak here. Is going to cloak. And Halinka might be in a bad spot here. I'm just going to call him Halinka just for the sake of it. VT is going to be reapplied onto getting Void. Still not in a good spot. Siphon to follow. Needs to kill the Siphon. Blind onto the Priest. Actually, Siphon still channeling. He might be in a really bad spot. Trying to heal the Siphon. Denying the healing. Should probably kill the Siphon. Vanish to follow right after. Getting the Void. Barely surviving. Only a 12% dampening. If we were a higher dampening, that probably would have been 0 healing at that point, because Siphon cuts the healing by like 50% already. It's like a Sharpened Blades by an Arms Warrior. That's got to be Halinka re-dotting up Kitten. And all he needs is some procs. Gonna use Greater Fade actually to catch up to the rogue for just a second. And Kitten cannot get himself a proper reset. Do they have Mark for Death Kitten shot maybe? Because I think at this point, that's all they can do. Are they just gonna die to the dots? Try to see if we can catch a reset for a second. The dots are gone, actually. No, they are. Yeah, they are. But Mr. Lincoln does pick up the eye. It looks like a couple executes from Shadowboard Death is all he needs. Fear to follow onto Kitten for a second. Does use a Trinket. Very interesting Trinket choice. Probably should have used a Trinket way earlier. Let's go. Big Mind Blast and third Rogue arrives. Okay. Halinka, if you defeat this third Rogue, Halinka comes back. And is going to be a main designer for the better or for worse of Shadowlands. And we hit the 8-minute mark, 80% dampening, boys. That's going to be Halinka. Drop it into the Void Eruption versus Liang. Hasn't popped the defensive yet. Cloak of Shadows coming out of the Outlaw right now. Did one for Plunder Armor a little bit earlier with Halinka. It's going to be Void Eruption of Vampiric Embrace to keep himself alive and afloat for a little bit longer. Parry for Liang is going to be able to deny some attacks from the Mindbender at most, but that's really about it. I guess might as well use those cooldowns. Either way, Cheap Shot from a Vantage Cheap Shot onto Halinka could be a between dives right after. Is going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. We're rolling bows to follow. Mind Blast is still coming out as Rogue does not have a kick, so the Shadow Priest is able to just freely roam around and do his thing. Grapple coming out as they get silenced. If only that could stop something from a Rogue. Liang is probably going to give himself a heal or two, unless they just pop right here with the dots and the procs. It could be any one of those dots could proc an Azeroth or two, and that could be the end. Liang is not going to be able to catch a full restyle. That's going to be one execute, second execute. It looks like with that fear, Miss Halinka is going to bring back Halinka to the front lines. Ashen 2.0 it is, boys. Let's go. Deathstroke is going to be up next. Does get interrupt onto Halinka right now. Is going to go for yet another Felgar. That's going to be a first down onto Halinka. Does have a lot of defenses. He's still holding on to the health swap. Does get stunned on his greater either way though, but he's going to be able to have a life swap. You are allowed to use life swap, by the way. So if you want to get over to your team side, you have plenty of people to life swap. Brendan and Avier, either one. Brandon or Avier, when you guys get life swap, Brendan, you can just heal him if you wanna. You are allowed to get him to full, unless it's like Halinka dies immediately after that swap, and then whatever health you're at, you gotta run out. But yeah, if Miss Halinka gives you guys some time, that's actually going to be Destructive taking quite a lot of damage from the Shadow Priest. I've been actually just kind of talking about the logistics of using Swap, but Destructive is melting quite a bit. The Shadow Priest damage isn't quite good for him. Disperse coming out for Halinka, going to be able to be caught up to full health. Couple executes on Destructive. It looks like Halinka is going to get into us Ashran 3.0. So Ashran 2.0 and Ashran 3.0 all the way to Ashran 8.0. We're going to have 8 different Ashrans, boys. 8 different Ashrans in Shadowlands. boys. Confirmed with I miss Halinka with a 4-0 against those rogues and a warlock. I hope you guys love Ashton because we're getting more of it now. I feel like it's illegal. Now we have to do it. That was fun. All right, let's get another one, boys, yeah? Let's get another one, boys. Halinka back? I actually don't know. I don't know if Halinka's back, but as far as I'm aware, Halinka is not responsible for the PvP in BFA, right? I remember he was back for I remember he was there in charge for MOP, sorta, but I know he was in charge for WAD. I don't know afterwards. I don't know if he was there for Legion. I don't think he was, but I just thought it'd be funny for the memes. Let's pretend, you know what I mean? Let's pretend that we're all friends here. Let's pretend like we all enjoy having fun. Haha, right, guys? We got 189 here. We got Boris ready with a group player also ready. Is that all the groups we have? Where's Seavark at, dude? What's up, boy? Seavark, man? I'm missing that Seavark, dude. It's okay. He probably busy doing stuff, or he's sick and he's just trying to get better. We gotta get Boris versus player up next. When we could go try that, it's up to you, Darwolf. If you want to swap it out or keep the same people, it's up to you, my man. We have full group fast sacks. How do I add you? Oh yeah, let me get some of you guys in here in the Halinka the Impruner. Oh yeah, he is. What the fuck am I talking about? He was there for the Shadowlands thing, wasn't he? Duh. He was. You're right. I forgot about it completely. The Impruner. Now I'm dumb. I mean, I was dumb before, but like now I realize just how dumb I am. So I'm self-aware now, boys. It's okay. We will have better streams from here on out. Dal have achieved self-awareness finally. Only took him forever. Okay, so I need to add some of you guys to have groups. Fast Sacks, what's your real ID so I can add you? You got a 5-man? We'll get you in here, dude. We'll get you in here. Versus player. He's ready. Player needs to play against you. I guess I'll just message him just because I think it's faster. B-tag, Dalaran, hashtag 1340. Dalaran, hashtag 1340. But yeah. So I've also got a group? Okay, we gotta get Fast Sacks. Okay, I'll get Fat Sacks like 30 seconds. If he doesn't hit me up, I'll get Sav in here. Unless Fat Sacks is in Sav's group and then it works out. Moon, okay, did you add me before? There's a good chance you might have tried to, right? Moon. Did I miss him already? Let's go from the top. We're looking for a letter M. Moon. That's the easy one. Moon 1728. Okay. I was like scrolling down and my eyes just like went out of focus completely, so I had to like Boon Sage, that's an interesting name. Moon Boots. That's not you though. That's close. Should I add Moon Boots just for the name Moon Boots? Mages. Okay. Vidya, add me. If you added me before, then to go look through that again, man. Add me. Oh, that works. Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up? Hit me up real quick, Moon. Just send me a message. Let me know you're breathing, man. Let me know you're there. Delete them so it'll be easy to navigate. I should, dude. Okay. For the next stream, if I can remember it, I'll delete everybody on my real ID just so we can get the newest ones that want to join the duels. How does that sound, yeah? I'll just clear it fully. How's it going, Winter the Brew? It is an 8 day, my man. Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Yeah, wasn't there like an add-on people streamers would use to like delete all the whole real ID? My man need to install that just to have it do it automatically. You'd think that Blizzard should just add like clear all function by now for like the antisocial kids, because I know it's me. Alright, I added you. It's just Moon, right? M-O-N? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Well, okay, I got you. Okay, sorry for being so slow. Moon, and player. I usually like having people like message me on Real ID. Wait, did it work? Spectator, match, moon, and player. Okay, now it's sent. I usually like having people message me so I can put you guys out in on my monitor, on my in front of me, so I can see what groups are available or not. So usually I'm like, yo, hit me up. Just send me any Real ID message just so I can have it in front of me. It's like, that's just so much easier for me to organize things, you know what I mean? And then just remember names. Oi. You have a search bar? Or have a search bar. Exactly! That would be so good too. Maybe challenge, dude. Maybe changing up the BNet thing from inside of WoW. Maybe that's difficult. Like, they add stuff, but they can't change things. It's like them when they changed the auction house, like the game didn't work for a bit. And people was like, auction house were getting lost because this code for the auction house was so spaghetti. It was spaghetti code. It was like all over the place. It was like back then when they wanted to increase the backspaces, like black and like mob. If they were to change anything about the original backspace, it broke the rest of the game because parts of the back code, like other parts of the game, relied on it and like needed it in order to work. So if you change one thing, the rest of the game fell apart. So honestly, then you just need to go in and take like a month to just take away all the spaghetti code or whatever. You know what I mean? Alrighty, boys, let's get another one go. Oh, it's already started? Oh, shit, okay. We got ourselves, somebody got, switch. We got ourselves body count on Team Blue. Looks like they're still trying to figure out who's got first, but that's giving them the perfect time to introduce the boys. We got Jin, we got Mathinus, we got P-Blood in here, and Sebastian. That'll work. We got Calf on Team Red with Irene. We got Fat Saxony. Oh, my boy! Oh, you look beautiful. We got ourselves Gerlin. Actually looking kind of cool. And then we also got Unlighten as a red, right? That is a two-hander, right? I hope so. It confused me. It's like, it has like a Karen face, dude. Oh, it is a two-hander. Okay. But it looks like a Karen face, doesn't it? That seriously looks like a one-hander. It doesn't feel like a two-hander. But it's going to be body count first. And he's going up versus Calf. Calf, you're not seeing weird. You're not. We are in duel, by the way, Calf. This is happening. You're just against a rogue. It's going to be a year and a half before you guys find each other. Unless he pops in a blood. That's going to be that bear form coming out. Body count and getting him with a bash. But opportunity for Cal to jump back into cat form and get some bleeds rolling. Maybe he'll get a root onto body count. Let's go for a bite into a crucible to follow. Body count going for a big blood of the enemy. Big dash against to follow Cal. Shrink and central bear form right now. No wall available. Is going to get him some renewal rolling. Back into cat from body count. Popping that evasion. Trying to see if he can stay alive through all the damage from Cal. Is going to clock the shadows and run away as he sees the thrones. Needs to get himself a sippy cup rolling. But it was huge damage onto Cal. Forced out a lot of defenses. It's going to be one more wall available for the Feral Blind to follow. No trick available. Body count catches himself. Quick reprieve from all that Feral Frenzy burst is going to be able to get himself a full reset. Did proc a Twisted Appendage, which would have been great for burst, but he's just not going to be able to do it for now. Gonna have to wait a little bit here. Is that the Duel Stabard? There is the Duel Stabard. I don't actually have the Duel Stabard. I learned that yesterday. I do not have the Duel Stabard. Cal, pop it in a bear form. Might just want to go pick up the eyes and see if you can scout the rogue out, as body count is at super low health. This is going to allow body count a little bit extra time to get himself one more sippy cup. No warlocks in the team, no mages, so he doesn't really get himself freebie heals there with either food or warlock cookies. But either way, it's going to work out for him. Either way, he is a rogue after all. He needs to get Cal in a cat form, blood of the enemy, and really pop off some cooldowns. Body count still holding on to his trinket for now. So at least he's going to be in a good spot. Is trying to wait until he gets all the sippy cups. Might even let Cal pick up the eye here, actually. He's just buying his own time. I know a lot of people don't like this rogue play, man. But trust me, what if he just gets a big old one-shot? Could actually walk up. Oh, no mind. I was going to say maybe walk up and sap Cal, but he wasn't stealth. Picking up the eye, looking to see if he can find body count. He knows he's somewhere out there. He might actually have humanoid tracking on his map. Does he? He does not. So he actually cannot see exactly where body count is at. Do Pharaohs still have humanoid tracking? Or cat form druids have humanoid tracking? Maybe not. Calf is going to be reopened up with a Shadow Strike. Probably going to go for a bash into an opener onto body count. Is going to hit him with a Crucible. Body count cannot really do the most amount of damage without popping cooldowns. That is going to be early Thorns by Calf, though, into a cat form after bash off of body count. Could be trying to wait out. That Thorn's not going to wait out too long. Big disregard. Tricky coming out for Calf. It's going to be walling the sub. Cheap shot yet again. And Calf does get himself huge heals. Did 2 minutes really pass by that fast? He has a Trinket back up in every defensive. Wow. Body count maybe should have came in a little little bit early before all those CDs were up, having to go for advantage, and that's going to be yet another restyle. Big blood of the enemy damage, but that trinket and renewal denied the finisher kill. Calv did not use, I think he might have used one wall here because enough time has passed for him to get a second one up and running. But body count might just have to wait until he has a good setup. Might actually just want to get into Calf and try to hope for a corruption proxy, man. He has evasion, so he can tussle. He has Cloak of Shadows to deal with Thorns if he wants to just maintain the damage. It looks like he's going to come in with a Shadow Blaze. Might be able to get enough damage to break through the Chuck Exterior to his Calf. Chicken it out of the batch. Into a cheap shot, huge eviscerate onto Calf. Nightblade yet again. Cheap shot, big eviscerate. Might have it here. Wall coming down, Calf. Trying to heal that. No, that Underrot Trinket is not going to save your life. Fat Sax is up next as an Assassin Rogue, getting the big dots of the body count, trinket and out of the blind. Body count is a good position to turn around and get a big fat kidney shot onto Fat Sax right now. Fat Sax is trying to stay aggressive, cheap shot onto body count. He's gonna go for as many dots as he can. Does land the kidney shot. It looks like it's gonna be Vendetta. Big blood of the enemy of his own, actually. Body count popping a cheap shot of his own onto Fat Sax. Does get him to about half a shell. Cheap shot with a twisted appendage just to follow up. Kidney shot. Oh my god, that man just got obliterated. Fat Sax had himself huge damage going. And body count just eviscerated that guy. Oh my god. What? Okay. I'm fucking Little John now, dude. After, oh my god, I think I got a brain aneurysm after that one. That rocked my socks, dude. What was that? Arraign is going to be up next as a balance to it. Given body count on a duel, is given body count on a duel, allow body count just like, oh, nice little bow too. Oh, I love this honorable duel. 5 minutes in as the dampening is going to start to come in. Arraign is playing a balanced druid, so I don't know how a balanced druid is going to do, I guess, in a subtlety rogue, but he's going to pick up the eye back in the boomkin form and body count chilling behind the wall for now. Fat Sax and Calf played that super well, but body count has a big burst lined up. Cheap shot coming on to Arraign, not blood of the enemy yet. Arraign actually popping over defensive, but he's just getting shredded right through. That twisted appendage is not helping the situation at all. There's going to be another twisted appendage onto, I think, body count that time. And Body is going to go for a reset after going for as much hammering burst as it could. Was that even Thorns out of Arraign either? I don't think it was. Body count no longer with the Cloak of Shadows though. So if he goes in and Arraign does pop Thorns, this could be good. No trinket available for Arraign. However, does Body have enough damage? Arraign doesn't have 100% health. That is boomkin form is going to keep him a little bit extra defensiveness. That's going to be Thorns immediately denying Body count from going for a big cheap shot. Disarm to follow, so Body count can't even really do much against Arraign. That's going to be big Star Surges doing quite a lot of damage. Smoke Bomb to separate these two for a second. Arraign hopping in the cat form just to get a little bit extra speed. It's not going to go actually on the tight corner turns. Body count getting right back in, hoping to get a big cheap shot. Arraign still has a lot of damage rolling. It's going to be kidney shot onto Arraign. Big damage, Nightblade to follow. Maybe a big eviscerate. That's going to be blow to the enemy. Eviscerate huge with Desert Gas. That's going to be a few shadow strikes to maybe end it off. Does get himself a basket at the end. A body count is going to have a Cloak of Shadows. Innovation for Enlighten. Hitting him with a blind before Enlighten can really just continue on the damage. It's going to be Cloak of Shadows a little bit early versus Enlighten. Trying to see if he can slow him. It's going to be evasion to follow. Has a trinket if needs to. That's going to be a lot of holy damage. As long as holy damage does not go through into a body count, it should be good. Trying to get more cheap shots onto Enlighten. Trying to control the wings that he has and keep him slowing him. But it looks like the Hand of Hindrance is going to slow him even further. Nice shadow step to get away from the Paladin for a second while wings are up. It is a dire situation. Body count continuing to heal himself. Catches another restyle. That's actually a perfect control over a Paladin with Shield of Vengeance and wings. He just waited him out while doing damage at the same time. Good control, good damage so far. Playing it very nicely. Bubble out of Enlighten right now. Does he have anything to follow? That's going to be a shadowy duel by body count actually. And he's going to try to see if he can just walk away from Enlighten. Catches a restyle. Enlighten just created the worst line of sight for himself by hopping in the hopping on a mount. That's going to be Enlighten down. He hopped on a mount and then jumped over that little pillar over there. And actually that created a line of sight for body count as he went around it. Body going for a shadowy blades. That's going to be Garen up next. Garen, last one standing. It's going to go for Fade Death. Trick it out of that cheap shot. Maybe could be enough damage for body count right now. Does Harpoon pass and try to see if he can sprint out. Maybe get some damage rolling at a distance. No, he looks like he's just sprinting out with a Manic Banish to follow. Body count did go for Shadow Blaze there. It's going to get what looks like a stun onto the pet and catches a full restyle. If he has a blood of the enemy soon, Garen no longer... Garen, I keep calling you Garen, no longer has a trinket. Big blood of the enemy could be the end here with body count. I don't know if he might be able to live this. It's going to drop down a big trap. Actually, body count getting caught in that massive steel trap. Managed to follow just to get himself out of there. Blood of the enemy does connect onto Garen. Is he going to go follow up with damage? Freeze the trap to stop his burst. No, Garen actually has a perfect trap available beautiful body count with a knockback to follow. Still trying to see if he can follow up some damage. Jester got Chicken is going to connect, but doesn't do nearly as much damage as he wants it to. And that's going to be Garen actually setting up a Void Elf Racial to try to see if he can juke around body count, maybe get next to him. Does not go for it. Actually sits in the back with Man and Bennett's body count. Actually gets a stun onto the pet. And is going to be able to get himself a reset. Flare is going to get him out. Stun to follow Garen. Does he have enough damage to really get some damage going into body count? So far, Garen just denying body count the damage, it seems like. It doesn't look like they're trying to go for damage of their own. It's going to be a body count, get attached with that appendage for a second. Does eliminate it. Might have the damage here. Garen with a freezing trap as body count goes for a Nightblade. Just denying him and keeping himself all float on health. Body count might have to start popping big defenses here to survive this longer. Going to be a knockback trap. Still doesn't go too far. Cheap shot. Garen finally enables the damage. Cold Blood is there. Is going to try to get the Nightblades in there. Maybe another Viscer to follow. Doesn't get the cheap shot right after. Harpoon by Garen is going to have a twisted appendage attack, and then body count does go for a Click of Shadows with a smoke bomb there. And Garen took quite a bit of damage there so far. Is going to get a blind onto the pet, so he might be able to catch a resale. Does he have any poisons on him? Probably not, but now. So I think he tried to get a sap to Garen. Did not happen though. Body count evasion's up and running. Not a lot of health available. Garen, cheap shot to follow. Trick gets out of it. Cheap shot again. His body gets ended. Big blow to the enemy and does go down. Body count. Just messing these boys up. Big sub bro burns damage. Just needs to wait until the right perfect opponent moment. And just slaps him out of the sky, man. Woo! What's up, girl? How you doing, fam? Ooh. You went for another mage, Lightforge, and a mage. You could have tried, you could have at least a monk. You would have had actually a little bit of extra XP gain. Sav is ready. Alright, we got Sav. I think Boris is still ready, unless Majix is up. Let's get another group going, boys, shall we? What else we got in chat that has a group that I don't know? Nah, this is gonna go mage. Dude, monk actually levels a little faster, at least until level 90 or something. So you'd be able to, but I mean, it's just melee. It's not that bad. Trust. 189, 190. We hit that 190, boys. Now we're in A. Can I get ahead of you? Should let me go again so my team can play. Yeah, we could. Should we, boys, should we have Body Count's team go again or different people? Because Body Count was only one person that got to play. The rest of his team get to play. So should we have Body Count's team go again with Body maybe last so the rest of his team gets to play? Or just new people? What do you guys think? What server is Dalaran on? I have tunes on Dalaran. But also, my main is on Illidan, and most of my also play on Illidan. Body count again, Dalaran different, come on, it's 2020, the rogue is still OP, I know, right? Body count again, new people, new, yes, body team, new. It's kind of split, it's like a 50-50, boys. So far it's a little 50-50. I love the Horde Monk 2 days, 22 hours from game time, and one casual, not hardcore exploits in the fastest ways possible. Not hardcore exploits, oh, okay. In fastest ways possible. Cool, that's really not bad. Yeah, 23 hours game time is really not bad at all. Body count team again. Body. Should Shadowlands Alpha next week? Okay, now everybody's saying Shadowlands Alpha next week. I want to say there's a high possibility, but because I'm a skeptic on certain things, you can never be 100% sure. Some people are even saying it's happening. It is 100% happening. Alpha next week. And now I can't be for sure anymore, dude. Because like I said, it could be possibly Alpha next week. But we did get a massive update on Shadowlands only recently. Like, yesterday or so. That is like, wait, is this actually happening? Like, there was a little update in the WoW BNet client that was like, okay, I think it might be actually happening. If Blizzard doesn't deliver, well, what can I do? But we'll see. It's split, boys. Let's do a coin flip, okay? I'm just gonna do a coin flip. Coin flip. Alright, so body count will have them as heads, new group as tails, okay? Body count heads, new group as tails. Because it's 50-50. Chat is like, new group, coin flip, did it. We'll get body count right after. How does that sound? So body count group, you wait, and we'll get you guys right after this next one. Let's go Sav and Boris, because those guys have been waiting for a bit. I don't know if my chicks is there or not. Maybe I missed a message from him. I won't deny that. But let's do it. Sav real quick and Boris. Wait. That Sav actually got to play. Wait, that actually would be body count again. So Sav just got to play actually. Let's go Ren and Boris. Just waiting for one more. Wait, who got the group? Wait, it was player actually that has a group. Never mind, it was player that with body count. So that would work actually. And Boris, 5. Wait, are you guys same team? Sav, Boris, are you guys same team? I think they might be. By the way, I like that mug a lot. Oh, you remember when you got like, I think the chest or those pants or whatever on Classic, by the way? Looks good, honestly. Looks pretty good. Dallas Challenge supposed to launch 2021. What? Did Blizzard change it or something? Did Blizzard change it to 2021? I want to see proof. I'd want to see proof. No, I'm not with the Demoniac full. Okay, let me try it again. Maybe I just bugged out. Sav and Boris, 5. It's only requesting one group. Are you guys sure? Are you not lead? Are you with someone else's group and you're not lead, Sav? Is one of you offline? Boris here. Sav here. Let me try it again. Yeah, it's only requesting one group. The other group isn't requested. Sav, are you sure you're lead? We got a full group. We might have to do Ren next versus Sav. We could try that. Because maybe it's Sav's group that's kind of bugged. Maybe it's Boris's group that's bugged. We'll try Sav versus Ren because I'm lead. Okay, let's try Sav versus Ren. Maybe Boris's group is bugged. Maybe Sav's group is bugged. We'll know for sure. If we do Sav versus Ren and it still is a problem, then maybe someone with Sav's group. No, it worked this time. Boris, I think somebody might be AFK or offline in your group or something. But it bugged. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just bug because WoW interface thing bugged. Could be not your fault at all. I'm just letting you know there was a bug. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but there was a bug. Bellular pretty clickbait. I used to really like Bellular, but actually I used to like a lot of WoW channels that I used to watch. But I've been watching a lot of less WoW channels in general. Just because I feel like I want to make sure that my thoughts and my ideas and videos are my own. So I don't watch a lot of other WoW guys. I watch some of them. I used to watch like dudes that did like things that I didn't do, whatever, right? If I wanted to like cover WoW stuff. So I wouldn't watch the guys that do like WoW updates or class updates or whatever. The only ones I watch like now are Tickle. But Tickle is a beautiful butterfly and Bonnie. Because they're very entertaining. And they will talk about shamans and priests. And I have very little knowledge in those classes. So I watch those guys. I watch guys that just make content just for content, not like the you know, the big update dudes. Oh, I never realized this piece of wood here actually has a massive splinter. That's such a cool detail. I never noticed. You guys see that? All right, let me get the group or the audio up and running. Sorry for taking a second. Switch. We got ourselves Unlighten on Team Red. We got ourselves Hibiki in the back. We got Garen, Erain, and Crybat versus Blue with Bounty. We got ourselves Psych, Rain, and Shockwave. And Zartus coming in more as that Unholy or Affliction Warlock. Trying to get some dots, and looks like Unlighten is a little bit laggy. He looks like he is trying to get some damage in, but this is a little bit of lag that's going to keep him back. Zartus popping in the big haze buff with UAs to follow. It's going to be a big whoa. He got lagged a little hard. Oh no! Well, Zarthus got a kill, but like, that was just, was that fair? Because that was lagged as hard. I hope there's no lag in this arena right now, boys. That was a little bit sad, but Zarthus got a kill. Shield Avengers came out for Unlighten, but because of lag, he kind of got screwed over. That's going to be a Rain up next as a Boomy versus an Affliction Warlock. Getting the Tree Boys up and running. Zarthus actually popping and Reflect versus the Rain is going to Trinket. Is going to get hit with a Fear regardless. Of Zarthus does have the opportunity to get the dots up and running. And Rain actually is playing a class that's perfectly designed to deal with that Ag, and he actually can deny some of that damage. If only Agony actually did any damage, am I right, boys? Rain is trying to see if he can walk up to Zarthus. He's going to be swapping to an Interrupt pet instead here versus... Oh, he's actually sacrificing the pet. Never mind. I forgot. He actually has a sacrifice pet thing. Huh. I guess for a Affliction Warlock, you would want to sacrifice pet just because you don't really do enough damage on your own, and extra shadow damage just goes along the way. Maybe that gets increased by mastery. Maybe that's what people do it. But Rain taking a little bit of damage. Barskin coming out from all those dots should be dispelling that agony as often as possible. Zarthus barely taking that much direct damage from Rain. It looks like mostly dots and procs are doing work. He's gonna get the drain live with Twisted Appendage. Rain peeking out of them for a second. Go back in. He's like, you know what? I tried to fight him. I tried to see if I could poke out. I got poked back and I don't like it. Getting the Tree Boys up and running. running. Zartes hitting him with a death goal to follow. Might be able to get a good setup. That's going to be Reflect. Actually, Reflect does not stop that interrupt. So for a Rain, that is a perfect 1 minute interrupt, stopping Zartes from doing the big damage. Needs to get over there to Rain and reapply those dots. Stun onto Rain is going to get this UAs. Finally able to get a bunch of UAs up and running. Shadow Milk coming out for a Rain for a second. Zartes perfectly fine just sitting out. Actually, he's rooted. Can't even do anything about it. So Rain not playing the Bats, playing the Root build instead. That's going to be quite interesting. I would think you would want to line it up the Root together with a Silence. And the Rain actually is almost full health right now. Versus Zartes is going to land a Fear. Trying to go for UAs. It's actually popping in UA Fear. UA Fear because UAs actually break Fear. It's going to be a Bark Skin out of a Rain. Trying to catch up on a little bit of healing. Zartes still has a lot of haste. The Rain is melting while behind the pillow for now. And Zartes is going to be able to get himself a big lock wall stone. That's going to be a Root as a Rain. Actually catching up to full health. The Warlock does the passive damage unless you buff. Just does so very little, and the Rain actually catching a restart with Street Boys back up and running. Gonna be Reflect for Zartes. It's gonna be a tricky for a Rain. Does go for a Silence. What's the cooldown on a Root, by the way? Isn't it 30 seconds? I would think you should be rooting every 30 seconds on CD and lining up with a big old beam. But I guess not. Zartes is actually just trying to see if he can run next to Rain. I guess all he can really do is maintain his dots. Needs to find a moment where he might be able to get some CC onto Rain and then get some UAs rolling. Trying to get a Fear. Actually interrupting Rain for a second. Gonna be UAs. Finally stacking up Zartes. Not really looking all that good right now. A few casts from Rain could be the end of it. Zartes does go down. The Boomkin versus Affliction Warlock playstyle. The duels. I will be honest, it's a little bit awkward to watch. Big Duster got a little blood of the enemy coming out for Raiden. Is going to get hit with a disarm, and Rain is going to have himself Bark Skin to follow from there. But I was saying, Affliction Warlock versus Boomkin, it's like the two specs that have gotten very little love by Blizzard in PvP. And they just play it so weirdly, right? Just a weird output of damage. I mean, the Rain got some actual damage going on during Incarn, like as every other Feral Druid really does. But it's just, it's like Blizzard could just give him just a little more love to make him full, you know, to make him whole. Getting a shot onto a Rain. Looks like they might be able to survive this damage by a little. Does have a few defenses coming up soon. Gonna be a disarm to raid him. And Smoke Bomb coming out by the Rogue. Get himself a sippy cup. Even though he's at full health, Rain poking in just to get some dots up and running. Could go for Thorns right here if Raiden is willing to commit damage onto a Rain. If you get Thorns, a kidney shot, that'll be perfect. Thorns are up and running. Raiden actually looking to catch a reset blind onto a Rain. It looks like he's going to be able to get himself a bit of a reset, taking quite a bit of the prog dot damage from the Boomkin. Either way, Sap comes out as he wants to maintain himself in control of the situation. Or Rain with a Bark Skin and a disarm very soon. So if Raiden has a big go, Bark Skin, actually Rain, look at his health, is actually back up to full after taking so much damage from the Rogue. Sap to follow with probably a Garrod kidney shot right after. Rain did not go for a disarm. Actually couldn't even disarm. Silence would prevent a disarm to follow. And before Raiden got big damage, Destra still goes through. Rain popping Bark Skin maybe a little bit late. Probably should have popped it before. Destra is going to get the big old Tree Boys up and running. Evasion up and running for Raiden. Trying to dodge the Tree Boys. Do the Broccoli Boys even do anything? Blood of the enemy by the Rogue. Looking to end and cap down a Rain as he's trying to get himself a bit of a heal up and running. Bear form for a second. Does he get any more heals? Looks like he's actually going to recover quite a bit. The Rogue's whole big steam has lost potential. Unless he can get him yet another kidney shot on Rain. Looking like he's just going to bail out to the other side of the arena. Looks like he's actually still holding on as a Boomkin. We don't really see a lot of Boomies still surviving this long. Especially against the Assassination Rogue. And that Rogue threw Destra, got chicken and everything at you. Probably going to have Vendetta by this point. Unless he's already used it. If he doesn't have Vendetta, I feel like he does. Try to go for a Phantom Knives. Does see a Rain. Cheap shot is going to happen. Trick us out of the cheap shot. Going into a tree form of his own. What is that? Back to Boomy. Disarm onto the Rogue. Is going to have a kidney shot available off this one. Pre-Thorns coming out as Raiden goes in for cooldowns. Doesn't have Cloaker Shot for the Thorns. Might have committed himself in an unwinnable position. Needs to do damage while Vendetta's up. Cloaker Shot is coming up soon right now. The Tree Boys might be able to melee him down. Vanish coming out. Does a Rain have a solar? No solar, but Starfall? He does not. And that's going to be Raiden actually barely escaping. Rain actually turning around on this Rogue. Actually kind of making him fight for it. Is Rain the one winning this duel so far? Looking for a Rogue. The Rogue is just going to get himself sippy cups rolling. We are at a 6 minute 30 with 10% dampening. Rain getting hit with a sap. Raiden, I think he just popped full Vendetta there. And that was a good Thorns because at that point he's like, do I want a kidney and just melt? Or do I want to run and melt? Because this Boomy is hitting me pretty hard. There's going to be Raiden get himself full resets, man. There's no way a Raiden is going to be able to find him. Unless he mounts up, I feel like. Or uses Starfall if he has There's a talent for Boomkins where they can get you can start a match if they wait like out of combat with a 50 what's it called star power. So if they're talented right, they might actually be able to get themselves huge Starfalls. Blind onto a Rain, but actually turns around. Rain going for Destrigath. The tree boys are there to soak up the Destrigath, which is so big brain for a Rain. Into a disarm, into Raiden, getting hit without a appendage. I think it might be down for the count. That rogue is dead, boys. And that's going to be Psych, the Demon Hunter, up next. Trying to get some base damage into Rain. Is going to get a stun. Big blood of the enemy. Oh, huge damage out of a single Chaos Strike. What was that? Chaos Strike, just obliterate the boy. That's literally what he does, is Chaos Strike. I mean, he was like lower health, sure, but like a single Chaos Strike for half your health. Huh? What? That was crazy. Yo, that Boomkit played really well. I'm not gonna lie, dude. That was really well done. I want to see more of that, dude. That rogue struggled beating that Boomy. As we are hitting the 8-minute mark, boys, 80% dampening. It's gonna be Crybat versus Psyched. I think Psych might just wait for until the next blow to the aim and just get a big one-shot. I think he figured something out that we don't know or something, boys. I don't even know what's going on. Why do rogue heal so much? Sipic up. Sipic up is huge. 30% heal every 30 seconds. It's huge. And it's pretty good against dampening, too. It's only so much. It's only global and like 30 energy. Psych getting right back on top of Crybat is going to hit him with a stun. I-beam to follow. Might be able to get himself a huge damage. Actually flying up in the air away from the Shield of Vengeance. Might be able to pop it from above. Does get to pop it. So for Crybat, that was a good defensive. But it's going to be gone. Actually, 8-1 Morphle lands before Psych came down to the ground completely. It's going to eat a Maledict, but just going to try to see if it can stay away from Crybat while that Mally is on him. It's going to do a bit of shadow damage, but it's not going to feel good. But you're going to be fine after. You're going to be A-okay. I think Crybat is trying to line up a Hammer of Justice. He keeps dismounting every time he almost sees Psych trying to do some damage, but not enough, man. Not quite there. 9 minutes in, the dampening is going to get quite heavy to be here, boys. It looks like Psych just waiting for blood of the enemy, maybe. He's trying to get Crybat over to him, dude. Get himself some resources. Expecting the Hammer of Justice any moment. Probably should have a blur up and running. Does go for a Blade Dance, and that's actually going to back up. Expecting a stun out of Crybat any moment. Into a Hodge right now. Psych did not get himself full Metamorphosis here, actually. That's going to be quite a bit of damage out of Crybat. Wait, is Psych not even playing Demonic build? It's going to go for Demon Hunter form. Stun shortage. Crybat, blood of the enemy comes out, but that's going to be a bubble for Crybat. Expected the big one-shot out of Psych, though, with a bubble, actually. I cannot believe it. Psych was not going to be able to get the big damage. And what is your build, Psych? You really, I mean, Crybat bubbled it. Like, he probably knew what was up, right? Probably knew we were going for a big one-shot. Bounty is going to be up next. Getting a shot onto Crybat. Bike Trinket to follow. Crybat no longer with a bubble. That Forbearance is going to send you for a bit. Stun onto Bounty. You Trinket's out of it. You get wings up and running. Might want to heal yourself. Safeguard Trinket keeping it alive. Bob comes out, which is going to be good. But Bounty still can get those poisons into you, man. He's not letting you heal. He's not even going anywhere. He's like, you know what? You had wings for a second. You had a Hodge for a second. They're just sit on you as best they can. Destrigath Trinket, I believe, missed actually as Bounty shot a sip to Crybat and tried to Destrigath him. I think as he was on a horse, he walked out of it immediately. Crybat getting hit with yet another kidney shot. I think that might be the end and wrap up to this Paladin. Unless he can get yet another Hodge onto this rogue to get himself a restart. So reset. I mean, wait. Shield of Vengeance all blind onto Crybat. This is definitely Bounty's game to lose here. But Crybat might not be completely out of it. Shadow Step? Nope. Actually trying to see if we can get that Execute. Does sit through the Execute set or Shield of Vengeance. Crybat, is he going to go for big damage? Trying to get some damage onto Bounty. Probably should have went for a heal. Azerite Beam. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Trying to see if he can just hand freedom out of there. Bounty was just messing with the guy. Trying to land that Execute in there. It's a one-shot meme build as he wasted it on a low HP Boomy. Stack it up, Chaos Strike trades, blood of the enemy, Shadow Strike to boost it further. Oh, really? Huh. I wonder, dude. I wonder if that actually could be something fun to play with. Maybe I'll try working on something like that with my Demon Hunter. Maybe that could be really fun. Garen is up next versus Bounty, sending in the pet to get the rogue in combat. Not going to be able to catch a stealth into a stun to follow. Garen just had himself a fight against a rogue earlier today. Get a shot onto Garen. Bounty is playing Assassination. Big Destrigath. It is split between the pet and the hunter into a freezing trap to keep this rogue at bay. Into a mending bandages immediately, not letting this rogue let the bleeds and the energy really cap up. So Bounty is just going to have to refresh all the dots all over again. That's going to be a big knockback trap. Why is that knockback trap looking so big, by the way? It's a massive spike. I've never seen it that big, though. Tried to shadow step, does not walk over the trap. Garen's actually continuing to run. That's going to be a bike hitting at Garen. Just a second, does connect. Try to harpoon to the rogue. That's going to be taken by Garen. Eliminating bounty after eating that vendetta. Shockwave is up next. Try to see if he might be able to get a flame shock in there. Does get the flame shock onto Garen. And now he's going to have himself a good setup. All he needs to do is just come out and get a couple procs into Garen, and he'll be good, man. That's elemental for you. Lightning Lasso probably the end of the game. Probably Lightning Lasso to win the game. Garen's got a caught there and stun. Actually, that stun with the capacitor might have screwed over. Shockwave is going to go for a big old zap, most likely. Stun, not shrieking out of it. Perfect opportunity for Garen to catch a bit of line of sight. That's going to be Shockwave on ice. Has cooldowns, has lightning in his hand. But he can't really fire it, man. Many advantages for Garen as he's trying to catch up, trying to play out this duel. For Shockwave, that's going to be a little bit more than just a Lightning Lasso. The DRs for Garen from the capacitor should be going down, actually. That's going to be a big old steel trap. Does at least get the dots up and running. Try to see if it goes way out of there, man. And Garen might be able to go for some damage here himself. Looks like he's trying to commit something. That's going to be big. Fire Elemental ready. Big Meteor. Garen does not go for a Lightning Lasso. Could have comboed that together. No trinket available for Garen. That's going to be Fire Ellie still doing quite a bit of damage. Trinket not coming out for Shockwave. Actually, it looks like Knockback Trap broke that Freezing Trap. Does that do a little bit of damage? I never thought it did damage, but if it does do damage, then that would make sense how it broke that trap. Double hard trap available for Shockwave to run through. Is that steel trap that he cannot run into? Getting redot onto Garen with a Lightning Lasso, and that's going to be game for the war. I almost called him a warlock. For the Shaman, Hibiki, his last one standing as an arms warrior gnome versus Shockwave. Not sure what you're gonna do at 13 minutes in with, what is it, 53% dampening? Hibiki, you might as well do the most amount of damage. You might as well go in, do the most amount of dams. That's gonna be an Earth Elemental. Does have Reflect up and running. Shockwave still getting quite a bit of damage through that Reflect either way. That's gonna be a big wall for Shockwave right now before Hibiki does a lot of damage. Lightning Lasso to follow. Hibiki does not trick it. It does get a Strumbled up and running with a parry to follow. Shockwave most likely has a knockback by now. It's gonna get a knockback. It's gonna be that's gonna be dead. I think it's gonna be dead. Hibiki got himself a little bit extra health, rolling with a commanding shot. Capacitor Totem does stun and Fear to follow on to Shockwave. But Hibiki without any more healing. Shockwave almost able to get himself a full Lightning Lasso. That's gonna be it. Wow, everybody gets to play here. Rain, what'd you do to that rogue, dude? You went and bullied that rogue, man. What was that? First, the Rain comes in as a balanced druid, beating a rogue, which doesn't happen ever. Then a Demon Hunter comes in with a big one-shot meme build. Who was it? I think it was, try to find the Demon Hunter. It was Psych something, right? Psych, yeah. Dude, he just fell lands that guy. So did he do like 50% of his health in a single global, basically? Wait. Counter Strike. Did it do 46% of someone's health in a single global? Big blood of the enemy? Is that what has happened, essentially? Oh, God. How's it going, you friend? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Hey, we got a friend. Hey, friend, look, we got a friend. What's up, fan? How you doing, my dude? Nice mug, by the way. That's a Legion one, right? Oh, it looks so good. Look at that. It actually looks so good. I know some people might not be a fan of that bird hat, but this looks actually really cool and detailed. I never took a close look. Also, how do you change the cat forms, by the way? I want to change like different... Do you have different weapons with different forms or something? That's kind of cool, honestly. What's up, bye? How you doing, fam? Alright, let's get another one going, boys, yeah? Let's get another one going, boys. Bird hat looks stupid. I think it looks kind of good, honestly. I thought things like that looked dumb before. I am going to decline. Raven got 5. Perfect. We can get Raven in here versus Direwolf as a group. Range is going to play. Boris we can get in here. Let's do Boris. Oh, no, wait. Let's do Player. Because we did say we'll get body counts team in here. Player and Raven. Player and Boris. Boris has been waiting for a bit. How does that sound? Player and Boris. We'll get those two going real quick, yeah? And we'll get Raven versus Direwolf. We'll get Ren against somebody after. Doc, can I share with a one-shot? I'm the Demon Hunter. You could hit me up on Discord. I mean, if you want to walk up here and one-shot my level 20, I guess you could. I don't really know if I'll be able to see much, but there it is. Get you more on Horde? Perfect, boys. Perfect. I like the Shaman. Shaman's pretty cool. Except that guy didn't get to play that much. I feel like if he had more of a time to play, we'd be able to see his build properly. Grant, you can go back to queuing dungeons. I know you're hanging out and with the chat and all that, but if you want to go back to doing dungeons, I know you're leveling that character. I should probably go level with you. By the way, well, you're part of Ruinous? Who the hell? What the hell is that guild? Who the hell is Ruinous? Just a random guild? What are the chances we get Night Elves? Wait, you don't have the red eyes anymore, dude. They took away the red eyes. They have the Night Elf eyes now. What? But if I get the Blood Elf, I'll probably have the red eyes still too, don't they? Or am I wrong? Because look, the eyes are no longer red. They're actually normal Night Elf eyes, unless it's normal. You have the red outline for the red eyes, but they're not red. What? YL 110? I don't know. Resend? Okay, we can send again. Here we go. Pink T-Rex. I added you on Pink T-Rex. You have a group, my man? Pink, do you have a group, my dude? Body count team next? Yeah, I'm trying to get Player and Boris, which are body count and Boris. Oh, we gotta go again. Okay. Now it might work. Might. Please? Blizzard? We'll give it a second. You don't see the red eyes, Dal, you okay? I don't see the red eyes. Well, okay, I don't see red eyes either, but they're supposed to be red, aren't they? Cowl, right? I don't think I could use it as a low level. Yeah, why do you have to be 110 to use it? That's so dumb. Like, I should be able to use it at level 120, as level 20, dude. Just like it's a toy. Livestream Dal, thanks, man. What's up, Jackson? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. My dude. What's up, board? Been waiting 50 minutes to duel. Which one are you? Are you Direwolf? Someone's moving her pants. Oh god, you're right. Yeah, there is something moving there. You okay? Something's going on there. Don't want to know. Yeah, don't want to know what's going on there. It has a mind of its own. What? Hello, Downshot. What's up, Crown? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. My dude. What tank should I level where the stats aren't very different in the heal aspect DPS? What tank should I level where the stats, like, basically have the same stats as a tank, as a healer, and as a DPS? As a tank. But the stats are mostly the same. I don't think there is Druid. Maybe Druid. Maybe Druid. That's the one I didn't think of. Because I thought of Monk and I was like, nope. Paladin? Nope. Because, like, Holy's all about crit. Proud is all about haste. Red is about, like, Master versus haste or crit, depending on what your build is. So I know Paladin wasn't it. Monk wasn't it. Death Knight doesn't have a healer. Yeah, probably Druid. That's the only one I didn't think of. It's not working. I don't know why it's not working, but I'll try it again. How does that sound? Player Boris. Yo, boys, I'll get you guys in here. It's bugged, but we'll try to get you guys in. If not, we'll get Player Boris versus... It worked. It worked. It works. I'm gonna group with Direwolf. Okay, we'll get probably Direwolf next to Summon, man. We'll see who's ready. Okay, how does that sound? I can't promise you much, but let's see who's ready, okay? Alrighty, boys. Switch. Let me get a drink, boys. Let me get a water, okay? Demoniac. I see 3 rogues. It's a roll of only 2 of each class, man. I will allow it for now, just because there's body count. He'll probably be able to slap these rogues out in the next galaxy, dude. He'll probably just go and then gone. Over all the way to Jupiter. But let's do only 2 of each class, boys, okay? Like, next time I see a 3 class, I'm just gonna bail out. I'm gonna bow out. I'm just gonna kill somebody else. Not that I hate you. I just don't want to see so many other rogues or so many other demon hunters, for example. Imagine 4 demon hunters. Yeah. We got ourselves Demoniac on Team Rue. We got Karyu. We got a Paladin EXC. You're not a Paladin, but you are a 3rd rogue, which I don't like, but I guess nothing I can do about it now. Chronicon here, and Kane, and versus Team Blue. We got a Tash, we got ourselves Jin hasn't got to play at all. We got P-Blood in the back, we got ourselves Sebastian going up first as an enhanced elemental shaman. Ooh, with a big old, ooh. The rack handle so for us, and body count in the back as well. Sebastian getting hit with a fear. Did have a tremor totem ahead of time, actually. Chronica tried to go for a big old Destro Warlock Handsbolt. Did not quite land it. Sebastian has himself the big Stormkeeper, boys. Chronicon hasn't really taken that much damage yet, but he's tried to deny any damage from Sebastian for that big Earth Shock. Does go for an intro. That's going to be Fear with the Cancelbolt to follow. Does shrink it out of that Fear and actually denied the Cancelbolt with a Lightning Lasso. It was a short lasso, but it did the work. That's going to be a horror effect on Sebastian with the Cancelbolt to follow. Does not have an interrupt this time. Does have a grounded Counter-Strike Totem instead. That's still going to be a lot of damage by Chronicon. Does have a wall with an Infernal up and running. Going to be a wall coming out, or Earth Elemental coming out for Sebastian. Can use the wall from the Earth Elemental. Might want to use it here a little bit earlier, especially for that Cancelbolt. Popping in that wall. The Cancelbolt goes through. It's going to have a double wall for that one. Barely took any damage from that Cancelbolt. But you always know, boys, the first Cancelbolt is never the hardest hitting one. The next one is going to get hit even harder. And maybe if you can get one more, even harder. Sebastian, not all that good. And Chronicon does end up taking him out. I believe he did throw in a Reaping Flames in there just to give him that butt slap, just to really put him down, boys. And that's going to be a Succubus CC up next, as Jin is going to be the next up and running. The Zandalari Fury Warrior Sebastian, dude, try to make a play against a Destro, but Destro, the only way to survive is to play Resto at this point. Chronicon positions himself, and Jin does not want to approach yet. Buying his time. Probably should be getting aggressive here. Chronicon did go through a lot of his offensive just now. That is going to be Jin getting that charge in. Blaze Storm to get out of that Conflagrate route. He's going to try to see if he might... Oh, landed the Reflector of Chronicon, but then breaking it immediately. If you can reflect a Cancelbolt, that would be balls, man. That'd be ballsy move right there. Chronicon going for a Cancelbolt after Jin was hit with a Succubus. He's going to go with a short fear, but a Death Call is going to run him in the opposite direction. More Cancelbolts coming out for Chronicon. Jin, which the Auto Reflect available right now. Chronicon without any cooldowns, actually just melting Jin, and down he goes. Hasn't popped. Infernal hasn't popped himself. The big damage, and what is going on here? They're just going on a ride. Looks like it's P-Blood next. They're just going on a ride, dude. They're just going for go-karts, dude. Wait, P-Blood is joining them. Which one is it gonna be? I think P-Blood figured out, oh wait, I wanna go hang out with my friends, but I can't. I got a duel. It's gonna be most likely a sub-rogue here, unless he's outlaw. No, he's sub for sure. He's sub for sure. That's going to be a big Shadow Blades opener onto Krot. Krot is probably going to go for a Succubus CC to follow. Denied the opener. Big blood of the enemy coming out. 4P blood with Death Shot to follow. Maybe huge Eviscerates. Chronicon might need to pop every defense available here. No wall available. Does get a Death Coil rolling onto blood though. That's going to be a leap target missing without Infernal coming down. Not getting that stun. Cloaker Shadows for P blood. Chronicon really unable to do much here except pop himself Warlock Healthstone. Does land a Fear onto P blood with a Cancelbolt to follow. Double Cancelbolt right after. Does he get a Conflag? Still landing the Cancelbolt. Blood Shadow step past him, but walked in front of the guy. Cheap Shot to stop that Fear with a bike to follow him. Blood narrowly. What? The what? No! Oh, I was gonna say narrowly wins, but Blood barely coming out of this one alive. Kairu is trying to end this here. Kidney Shot onto Kairu. Does not want a Trinket of Blood. Trying to punish him for not popping a Trinket. Might not be enough damage. That's how a mark that's ready for Blood. Evasion to follow for Blood though. I think he made it the Destrigat Trinket too, but Kairu might still have it here. Blind, and P-Blood does not have any health. Kairu could literally Trinket Vanish Blind. Or just Crucible, that would work too. Double Crucible, just walked out the guy, just Crucible. I think Blood was just like, you know what? He didn't trick it now. 3 seconds passed. I'm probably okay. Just trying to press stealth and did not expect for a Crucible to just smack him. Big bike coming out onto attach XO to follow another Cheap Shot right after. As Kari does have himself a Cloak of Shadows, trying to deny a Hammer of Justice by attach. That is going to be a Hodge either way. Big blood of the enemy. Kari might be dead here in the water. Huge Tempest Verdict that's bubbling out. Karyu tried to get himself advantage off, but a wake of ashes ended up obliterating him. Attached with the big blood of the enemy, just ending him. And next up is going to be not by the count. Oh wait, it's Paladin EXT. Okay, I forgot Team Red had more rogues, because they have 3 when they shouldn't. That's going to be attached. Actually slapping the rogue back, even though he's the one who got the opener. Shield of Vengeance while Vendetta's up. I think Paladin EXT might have committed his own death here with that Shield of Vengeance, but to pop him. Yeah. that rogue just karma'd himself more or less. That was essentially a karma with a big old Shield of Vengeance while your health is low. As a rogue, that was really bad. And that's going to be attached XL versus Kane. Nice honor duel for the both of them. Gonna be a class with a lot of healing versus a class with a lot of healing. In cap. Onto the Paladin Kane. Popping in wall and... Oh, blood of the enemy. They're trying to go for a big burst too, but that's good. Blessing of protection, stopping all that damage. Kane also did use Diffuse Magic. I don't think you didn't really meant to use it. Might have been a fat finger there. But still, Karma available for Kane. No more Blessing Protection. Attach, actually, no bubble, no bob. She'll live in just 30 seconds. Karma is still available, so if Attach goes for big cooldowns here, as he goes with a Hodge, wings are up. Kane could just go for a Karma. Is going to go for a Karma while Twisted Up Edge is attacking the Monk, and actually going to reverse that damage back to Attach. Bike hit somebody. I think it might have hit Kane, because Attach didn't really look like he took a big bite out of it. Still, that Karma is just shredding through him. Attached with barely any health. Flashlight's trying to make it happen. Actually getting this flashlights through, but Kane ends up with a whirling dragon punch. And body count is going to be the last one left at the 6-minute mark. Shadow Blades available. Shadow Strike onto Kane. In cap reversal onto the Rogue, however. And Kane just looking to bail the hell away from the Rogue. Shadow Step is going to help him close the gap. Does get a teleport. Body count, big blow to the enemy. Cheap shot off that Fist of Fury. Big Eviscerate. Maybe a big Eviscerate to follow right after. Does he got biked him actually instead? And down he goes. Body count trying to see if he can walk away as Demoniac is already on the chase. Also Sub Rogue. Also Shadow Blades. That's going to be blind on Demoniac. Does he trick it? He does. Into a cheap shot onto body count, and that's going to be evasion for the both rogues. Body count might have survived this by a hair. Cheap shot onto Demonic. Might be able to get big damage here too. Won't have blind anymore. Demonic has a blind for body count if anything though. And that's going to be a vanish for body count. Shadow stepping away from Demoniac. No dots at the body. Might be able to get a sap of Demonic here. Does he? Sapping? Maybe? Looks like there's still dots. Demonic does catch his re-stealth. Dots are still on him. I think body count is just going to let him pick up the eye. Vanish coming out by Demonic. He's definitely going to see body count. He definitely sees body count. Definitely sees him. He's walking to him. He knows where he's at. He's going right to the stone, dude. It's going to be a sap. Body does hold a trinket, though. Can a shout out to body. Does Demonic have the damage? Or does body turn this around? It's going to be body trying to see if he can turn it around. It's going to be Cloak of Shadows for body count. Smoke bomb coming in by one of them. Not really sure who. Cheap shot on Demonic. Death of DFA by body. Blind. Body trick us out of the blind. Cheap shot on Demonic with more into more Eviscerate. Demonic does go for Warlock. Hellstone from Krot. Body looking to catch himself yet another reset if possible. Smoke bomb coming out by body this time. Demonic catches a kidney shot on him. Body does have a lot more health to work with now though. Another cheap shot with a big Eviscerate. Body does he get to turn this around? He deals for just a full reset, I think. Trying maybe to deny Demoniac a reset as well. Is going to go for AoE. Shadow stabbing past Demonic for a second. Does he have the Nightblade to follow? He's building the combo. He's keeping Demonic in combat at least. Body is super low on health. Like any one of those abilities from Demonic is going to be the end to body count. He doesn't catch the sap. It's going to be a kidney shot. No trick available for Demoniac. Body trying to go for some damage. Cheap shot yet again. Big blow to the enemy. Reversal kidney shot onto body count. Does Demoniac get to finish him off here? Cheap shot of his own with an Eviscerate. DFA by body count, and bite coming out by Demoniac. Meets that DFA with a bite. And comes out on top of the end. I like how everybody died literally here. I don't know how. Maybe it's just all of you guys were in spirit form or watching as close as possible. But that was kind of cool, honestly. That's actually kind of cool. There's a back and forth with the rogue boys, you know what I mean? A back and forth with all the rogues, man. Interesting duel. Let's get ourselves Direwolf one to play, and I think Raven too. So we can get Direwolf and Raven, yeah? Sav got a 5. Okay, we got Sav, and he's gonna go versus Matux or Ren after Direwolf and Raven. BFA. No more 3 rogues. Yeah, no more 3 rogues, boys. Only 2 of each class per group. So if you have two Demon Hunters and somebody else joins, then Demon Hunter will be like, hey, we want you to play, but we only have 2. Dalaran made the rules. Yeah, let's not do 3 rogues. That was actually pretty quick. There was a lot of rogues, but that was a pretty quick game. It wasn't a lot of rogues really just going in for like stealth. It was really rogues just going aggressive at one another. So that was fine, honestly. But it definitely could have turned into a game where you're just sitting still the whole time. It's very friend requests because I can't send requests, but I can accept them. What? Okay. Just made a... How come? Europe or US today? It is NA Anthony. Yesterday's stream was EU. You might welcome to join us on a Friday late evening EU streams, by the way, if you want to join for the 5v5 months. Otherwise, enjoy the duels, my man. Always, guys, description down below has our schedule. Friday EU, Saturday NA. Now, I know for EU, Friday night might be like Saturday morning, like 12 a.m. at some point throughout the stream. I don't know how specific you guys are or how little you are, like the technicality of like the 12 a.m. thing. But generally, Friday evening is the EU stream. If that Friday night. So as long as it's night and it's a Friday, or technically Saturday morning, 12 a.m. That's about, because I don't know what it is. So for some of you guys on like in Russia, it's really late in the morning or really late at night. For some of you guys over on UK, Germany, like that region, Norway, Sweden, it's not that late or not super late. But yeah, let's get another one going. Yeah, we got ourselves Dire Wolf and Raven. Hopefully Raven still has a group up and running. We got Dire and Raven. Go, boys, let's go. Let's go. Want to make each group more exciting, more passive tools of the group, but house and stamina buffs, etc. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want people to decide who they want in their groups, if it's by class or if it's their friends or whatever, you know what I mean? I want to give people the opportunity to at least choose who they want, right? Like Team Red has 2 hunters, 2 paladins, I'm okay with that. But I don't want to, you know, make it so that you need one of every class, because let's say you have 1 demon hunter, 1 rogue, 1 druid, 1 paladin, and like, it's like, okay, now we need a mage, or now we need a priest, or now we need a warrior for the warrior buff, you know what I mean? I don't want to make it look like you're just preparing for like an MDI Mythic Plus or whatever, right? Just take some people, take some friends, take some people you've never seen before. But let's not do too many of one class, you know, because seeing like 12 demon hunters in a single arena would be insane, right? The same thing with rogues, right? You can only have so much of one single play style, you know what I mean? So limiting, I think, is a nice middle ground for us to play with, at least for now. Twitch. How you boys doing? We got ourselves Aver on Team Blue. We got ourselves Brandon, Missile Linka, Nuts, and we got ourselves War Protector versus Team Red with Arain. We got ourselves Garen here. We got Hell Hunter, looking like a gentleman right here, Worgen gentleman. Nice weird bow. What does it got? Those balls on it. Do they do anything? We got ourselves Paladin here. I wonder what class they're playing, and Unlightened, swapping out the Mogs by a hair. Looks like it is gonna be Garen versus Nuts, Monk versus Survival Hunter. Speaking about Hunter, Hell Hunter, are you Beastmastery or are you Marksman by any chance? I wonder. In-cap by Nuts is gonna be stopped with a pet stun. Knockback to follow. Nuts even popping a trigger just to get the damage rolling. Does not hit the bear trap. The steel trap to follow. That's gonna be feign death. And Garen is still trying to kite Nuts. Does get him into the steel trap though. And that's gonna be also tar trap to follow. Nuts opener has been really denied. Is gonna get a port into Garen so far has kited this man to the ends of earth and back, even forcing a karma out of the guy. Nuts at this point is just like, I don't even know what to do. Popping every cooldown. Every mobility ability is just being kited around. I swapped the wrong person. Garen is still continuing to keep a max rage on the Nuts. Finally, might be able to catch up. Needs to get himself a slow and a rune to Garen. That is going to be, oh, Fist of Fury gonna knock. Oh my god, this is just bullying at this point. Garen has a toolkit for everything Nuts is trying to do. Monks usually have the answer for every situation, but looks like it is Garen the one with all the answers. Leg sweep, final lance. Nuts is going to maximize the value of a touch of death and everything, trying to do the most amount of damage stun onto Nuts right now, and it's going to be just that advantage. Actually, freezing trap, Garen does go for a feign death to deny the touch of death damage, and Nuts again is going to have to go for another port to catch himself vivifies too. Garen actually, I don't even know if he needed to freeze and trap Nuts actually. He could have just let the tentacle really do the damage to the monk, but either way I guess it works out. Garen setting up ports or setting up traps a little bit ahead of time, knowing that Nuts is going to approach him yet again. In-cap onto Garen. Nuts better be aware. Actually, tried to stay away from one trap. Oh, he actually did deny the knockback trap by running into the steel trap. That's still going to be twisted appendage on him. Does eliminate it with a blackout kick. And Garen needs to get himself yet another set of traps rolling to get the kite spear rolling. That's going to be a harpoon onto Nuts into a freezing trap after, keeping him on ice the best possible, catching heals whenever he can. And Nuts is actually losing out on quite a bit of health so far. He actually lost a lot of health. Did he have like a health trinket? He must have. Karma available for Nuts now if he needs to. He might be able to want to use it. That's going to be Fist of Fury. Does disengage away from the Fist. And maybe a Karma might need to come out. Nuts not looking all the good. Does get interrupted. Karma right now does get the Karma. Garen trinket out of the leg sweep. Might want to just put the boy on ice a little bit. That's going to be Trinket out of Nuts. Why is Karma trying to maximize the damage? This is a perfect opportunity. Back on ice if only had a Trinket for that one. Many betters for Garen immediately to follow. And Nuts is just not in a good spot whatsoever. Does go for a diffuse magic, whatever he can. Yet another knockback onto that Fist of Fury. Eats a grenade to the face, but might be able to recover. No dampening quite yet. Nuts could still come back, dude. Nuts is kind of nuts, honestly. I mean, he's a monk, right? They have seen worse situations before. He might be able to come back. This time onto Garen, that's still going to be grenades and poisons follow. Fist of Fury finally arrives, but a grenade to the face ends the injustice. It ends his injustice. Stun onto Garen as he's trying to harpoon to Halinka. Is going to land a fear onto the Hunter. Freezing Trap is going to stop in place for a second. That's going to be Garen catching himself a bit of a reset. Yo, Halinka, what are those boots, man? They're like big, bulky boots for classy. Knockback Trap still hits you with a greater fade. I don't believe this, but it looks like Garen's actually taking a little bit of damage right now from no other than Shadow Priest. Turtle Shot coming down, or Turtle Shot coming down a little bit early. But Halinka walking through all the Tower Trap is going to be able to at least get the dots up and running on the pet. And Garen with those dots, oh, he does have a Feign Death to dispel himself though, so at least there's that. So his Feign Death does dispel him off of the dots, so at least he'll be able to catch medic bandages every time he's able to Feign Death. So essentially, Miss Halinka needs to wait for a Feign Death, redot him, and this way he will not be able to use his medic bandages at all. Garen using that Void Operation to cover a large distance just to guide the Shadow Priest a little bit longer. That is going to be Miss Halinka popping in dots and even some damage onto the pet Deku though. And actually might just eliminate the pet so that Garen doesn't have any ability to do anything. Garen tried to go for Eagles from afar. Gonna be Greater Fate. Does hit a Siphon onto Garen. Getting knocked back, but still has the line of sight of the Hunter. Is able to reapply the dots and a Void Form is coming out. Garen got some cooldowns of his own rolling too. He actually could pressure Halinka. That's gonna be quite a lot of damage. It just goes right through the classy. Freezing Trap onto Halinka actually instead. That's interesting. Looks like Garen's trying to go for a bit of a longer game. It looked like, I guess he ran out of cooldown, so maybe that's why he did it. Miss Halinka popping in that Vampiric Embrace. It's going to be a pet and a Hunter for him to leech the hell from, so that's going to be quite good for him. Garen poking out, trying to get the Priest to turn his attention back to the Hunter. Does get a Feign Death, trying to go for a bit of medic bandages. Not going to be able to really recover a lot of health, as Miss Halinka was able to get up there. It is going to be a root onto Halinka for a second. Garen is going to be able to maybe catch a reset. Try to maybe get an interrupt maybe? Is that what he's trying to do? He threw his Freezing Trap just in a random location, so I guess that was a pretty big mess up. Might have actually cost him the game. Knocked back onto Halinka yet again. Garen throwing in grenades, but looked like literally from behind the box, really. Or through the box. Yeah, I don't really know. Garen needs to get himself another reset with a Feign Death and bandages, but... And maybe get another Freezing Trap onto Halinka. This gonna go for Greater Fade. Is gonna land a stun. No trigger available. I think it's gonna be the end to the Hunter. Mindbender to follow. Garen does go down with that execute. Halinka made quick work of him. Garen just played nuts like a fiddle, and then it went the other way around. And Halinka just messed around with Garen, just played with him, played with his food. Paladin is going to be up next versus this Shadow Priest. God, so far, Mind Control trying to come out is going to happen. And Paladin is going to be put against the corner there for a second. Put it the baby in the corner. 6 minutes in, 8% dampening, boys, and Paladin hasn't really committed any big damage against Miss Halinka so far. He is playing Word of Glory, which is an interesting choice, which is, I think, is a better choice for allies or whatever. He has rank through Mind Flay's boost, does he? Who, this guy? Or are you talking about Hellhunter or Garen? I was just talking about his boost because they look bulky. It looked like a plague boost. That's all I was talking about. I wasn't actually talking about corruption, but that would be perfect. A big bulky boost with a corruption. That's going to be Paladin. Not eliminating the Siphon might be the effect that cost him the game. And Halinka is going to go for Greater Fade. I think that might have been a Hodge out of the Paladino. Nope, now the Hodge comes out. That's a Wings rolling. That's going to be Shield of Vengeance 2 popping into Miss Halinka with a Fear to run in the other direction for a second. It's going to bubble this, actually. Massive spell coming out by Miss Halinka. So he can continue doing a bit of damage. Is going to get hit with the rebuke. Could maybe go for Mind Control to fall out of this. Might be a Disperse here. Yep, going to be Dispersed. Paladin still has a lot of damage. It's going to wreck this Priest's face. There might be a Mind Control here after this. Maybe just to run the Paladin off the platform. Not doing it yet, actually. I would think he would wanna. He's gonna be trinket out of the Hodge, but he is not really looking all that good. His health is dipping down little by little. But look at Paladin's health now. I didn't even start looking. He has Bicycle Protection. Actually, I think Paladin's dead. Bicycle Protection coming out. And the big execute just absorbs him. Consumes him. Paladin goes down. Arraign as a Balance Druid is going to be up next. Shadow Priest versus Balance Druid. The three boys are red. That's going to be a bash onto Misalenko. Trinket out of Arraign. I guess he must have gotten hit by the fear or a stun. Silence onto Arraign for a second. Went into cat form for a moment. Nothing else he could really do. But it's going to be a Barson coming out. And Misalenko needs to get himself a lot of healing. That's going to be great to fade. Nothing Arraign can do about it unless he has that silence, and he just used it earlier. So Halinka can actually use it to just dodge abilities and actually get himself some flash, not flash of lights, but shot immense from a distance. VT is trying to apply onto Arraign. He's just poking out to hit him with a Crucible. 8 minutes in, boys. 20% dampening. Both Arraign and Halinka are really going to start to feel it. Actually, I feel like Halinka is going to feel that healing nerf a little bit worse than Arraign. Arraign just seems to have so much more healing, just baseline. Just he probably is rolling Restoration Affinity, so big Swiftmans are really keeping him afloat. Misalenko had himself Void Eruption for a second. Bashed by the Druid. Might be able to go for some big damage here off of that. Stun into Arraign instead. Trying to see if we can turn him around. Not going to have the Void Eruption follow. Silence still onto Arraign just to continue the CC chain. Is he going to be able to get him into the Execute? Cycle to follow. It's going to be Eruption. I think Arraign might be down, and now Misalenko taking him out. Unlightning is going to be up next. Hodge onto Halinka with wings to follow. Is going to greater fade out of that one and just juke it out of the mind control. Why is horror stop, dude? He was moving so fast. Another mind control to fall. No trick available for Unlightning. It's going to have to be put in the corner, man. All those wings. You might as well go flash the lighting. How are you still taking damage? What dots do you have? Or maybe not a lot of gear. I was actually thinking about it. Like, he didn't take too many dots from the Shadow Priest. But he's just melting. BT is going to be reapplied for Halinka. Yet another Paladin. This is probably going to be one of the hardest matches. See, if he can beat him, Hellhunter might actually be a decent challenger. Into yet another full mind control just to run the Paladin far away, letting the dots do the work. And look at Unlighten's health. In a single mind control, his health is just not looking all that good. Silence onto Unlighten with a mind control again, and just going to run him probably off the platform with that Shield of Vengeance, and he's just going to run in the opposite direction. Needs to make sure he does not get to pop that shield next to him. That's going to be Siphon down. Unlighten choosing not to kill the Siphon. That's actually going to continue adding such a valuable damage pressure for Halinka. Fear short onto Unlighten. Does go for a pre-massive spell. That's going to be Unlighten with actually no tools to deal with this. Execute to follow, and Hellhunter is the last one left. Halinka is just absorbing the damage, letting it go. 10 minutes and 31% dampening. He just needs to go and make the damage happen right now. It's mixed on onto Hellhunter. Does get a silence into a sum onto Halinka with the Dire Basilisk approaching. Disperse coming out for Halinka right now. Just got an A&Ding right in front of Hellhunter. Trying to maintain the dots rolling. It's going to be silence onto the Hunter in case you wanted to go for a freezing trap, I guess. I think it's the only thing that you can silence him on, actually. And Mind Flames, as he has him, Hellhunter just doing circles around Halinka. Not sure what else he can do. Just hoping the Dire Basilisk actually does work. Lots of damage coming out from the both of them. That's going to be a Turtle Shell by Hellhunter. Is that Siphon still hitting him? Trying to see if he might be able to freeze the trap. The Siphon did not get to it. Hellhunter, I know. Oh, Halinka got a big old fireball. It was a Shadow Priest, dude. Oh my god. Who is this priest, boys? Who is this priest? What are you even running? Are you Lethal Strikes? Azeroth Spike? What are you Void Shift? Okay, so he is running Conflict and Strife at least, yeah? He has to be Conflict and Strife. Well, the versa. He has to be Conflict and Strife, right? I think. That's a lot of dot damage. God damn, dude. Nicely done, Shadow Priest. I agree. Nicely done, man. Nicely done. Alright, let's get ourselves another going, yeah? 637. We got ourselves a couple duels in our system. I think it's going to be Sav versus Ren next. Ren, are you here? Are you ready? Do you still have a group, or do we need to do somebody else? Because Boris and Player are ready as well. Let me know. Only Ali? No, we got Alliance and Horde as well, boys. We could also do Horde as well. Hey, Dal, Arms or Fury, which one does the most damage? Well, it depends. I think both of them can do a lot of damage depending how well you gear them. For PvP and PvE, both of them can do a lot of damage. Again, depends how you gear. I think Arms right now is starting to become a new popular spec for single target and cleaves for bosses because of massive executes. It's just end game gear and you really scale really well, you know what I mean? But Fury definitely is still relevant right now in Mythic Pluses as well as rating scene. They're both really close. I feel like it's so much harder to answer because we have corruptions, and Fury Warriors with a Stars corruption with all that natural haze they gain can be insanely strong. But so can be Arms Warriors because they naturally stack haste as part of the gear, so corruptions make it even stronger. If we didn't have corruptions, I wonder which class would actually be stronger. But I do think Arms Warrior is at a point right now where it is scaling really well. It's really, both are too close to call. Play which one you like, I guess. Alrighty. Ran, are you here? Matukes, are you here? I don't know if Matukes is a group or not. Does Shadow Meld work against TOD? I think so, yeah, because Vanish works against TOD, Feign Death works against TOD. You can touch it, you can Shadow Meld TOD. Have you been streaming earlier than usual? Really? No, I have not. What's up, Necromancer? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. The priest is destroyed to Red Palace, man. That must be embarrassed. Red Palace do a lot of damage, don't they? They really do. Let me see. What's up, Solo? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Do you want the Shadow Priest? Fuck it. What are your boots? What transmog boots are you running, man? What mog is that? Is that from Mop? I think it's Mop, right? Or WAD? It's Mop, right? It has to be Mop. Tell me it's Mop. Or tell me it's WAD. Which one is it? Cal, if you got a group? Adamy, do you have a group or are we on B tag? Ren! Okay, I think Ren is not here. So we're gonna go Tab versus Boris or player. Boris or player, boys. I think let's do Boris because he has an elemental shaman there, yeah? We can do Raven versus player, and we can do Direwolf versus Matukes or Ren if anybody comes back. Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll start with that. Boris and Sav. 3 new? Fucking perfect. Yeah, okay, we'll do Boris and Sav. 12 on Arena, the big one, boys. The big one. I didn't run mindfully boost the Ren verse. Lots of verse, yeah. Seavark? Seavark might be busy or he might be sick, dude. We don't know, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody like gets sick and they're just trying to get better or whatever. Or maybe they got something to do. Because there's a lot of people that are just, you know, at home, maybe hanging out with the family or whatever. Have you guys like the vid yet? How many times have I asked this and why? Yo, boys, to make Necromancer happy for the rest of the day, could you guys all give this video a like? The stream a like. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, boys. Appreciate you. It will make Necromancer very, very happy. Can we get 20 likes? 30 likes? 40 likes? How many have we got? Let's do 80 likes. How does that sound? 80. I think we can reach 80, right? I think you guys can reach 80. 100 keeps inviting me. Thank you, but I'm chilling. Did I save? I don't know if I saved that one. Here we go. Bam. Alright, switch. It's gotta be Genic up first versus Demoniac on team. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage going on, but also you look like Thor. Thor looks like he's gonna be taken down by Thanos himself. He's actually literally purple. Go for the head, Genic. You gotta go for the head. You're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. Better bubble out of this and bubble. Coming down for Genic on team Genic with the rest of the Avengers. We got Bounty, we got us a Sprint Warlock, we got Shockwave, and Dojo on team Red with Demonic. We got Kinda Goo. We got ourselves Kane, we got ourselves Crot, and we got ourselves Palm, we got ourselves Demoniac. Getting right back in there versus Genic. Bubble down. Blessing of Protection still a possibility, unless he just takes a lot of damage. Genic trying to get himself wings up and running. He actually got the hammer too and everything, dude. I like the commitment for that Mog. Try to see if he can get some big damage onto Demoniac. Bob coming out right now. Demoniac doesn't have a way to answer. Actually does get a double Crucible in there. Genic just might die to the dots. Flash of Light is going to keep him alive. Hodge and Demoniac, and it's going to be a Flash of Light. Demoniac does choose to trinket it. Maybe not worth that trinket. Genic does get himself another set of wings. Does he have any more healing? Cheap shot to fall. I think it's going to be the end. Demoniac looks like he is playing with the stars today, dude. He's literally making stars fall from the sky. If that didn't tell you that's Thanos, I don't know what else does. Bounty getting reopened up on with a Kidney Shot with a blind to fall. Bounty shrinking it out of the Kidney Shot. And now when Demoniac to get himself a full reset, being a sub-broke, he's going to have a more than one of a go in general here. Let's see how it works out for him though. Cheap shot onto a Bounty. Demoniac getting hit with a Kidney Shot. Finally Bounty able to get himself some damage. Big bike and Demoniac is gonna go for Orc Racial too. He kind of big biked, then Reaping Flames, then popped Orc Racial after all his abilities have gone through. Probably should like macro them together or something. I think it would be worth. That's gonna go for that big vendetta onto Demoniac. Demoniac have a way to escape it. He's out of options. He's real out of cooldowns. Get that kidney shot onto Bounty. Might be able to get himself a reset with a sap onto Bounty. That's really about all he's got. Catch the reset for a second, but that vendetta keeps him in combat, and that's gonna be kidney shot onto Demoniac. I think it's gonna be it, dude. Bounty cashing in on that Bounty, and down goes our boy Demoniac. Instant vanish coming out as kinda goo. He kind of ran in there. Did he just start from the middle, or is he just kind of ran in super fast, seeing Demoniac die? I don't know, but it forced Bound to go for a vanish maybe a little bit early. Kinda goo. What is a Mog got going on? Is that a Season 1 Elite set? Is that what it essentially is without the helm? That's gonna be kidney shot onto goo. It's gonna get hit with a full setup. Destrigath, everything has that twisted a pet attacking him. Decided to slay that thing after putting Bounty in a freezing trap. Now it's his opportunity to go for some damage. Looks like he's actually doing a Destrigath of his own onto Bounty. Stun onto the Rogue. Trying to see if he can get some cooldowns up and running. Getting those Mongoose bites in. The evasion up for Bounty. Trying to deny the damage from Goop. Into yet another kidney shot. It is going to be DR'd, I think. No, I think actually it was a full kidney shot. That's going to be feign death for kind of good. Just trying to see. It looks like he's trying to back away from Bounty. Or at least trying to escape him, but the poison's not letting him go anywhere. Bounty just sees yet another kidney shot onto Goop, but his health is not doing all that good. Taking a lot of dot damage and a lot of procs by the pets. That's going to be another freezing trap for Bounty, allowing kind of good to maybe get a setup. Won't have the pet stun, but Bounty might have a kidney shot. Cloaker shot is also available. Might want to use it. Oh, he literally took damage from an Azeroth proc, and Goo was able to live that kidney shot. Feign death to follow. Does get it on in Print. And Print is going to catch him in a fear. Big ol' Chaos about to fall after. No, going to be tricking for Goo instead. As he does get himself a bit of a reset. Trying to see if he can juke his way all the way out back. Why do all the hunters, by the way, play that pet? Why do all the hunters play this little, what do you even call it? It's like a muskrat. Is that just for the memes or something? Or is it an actually good pet that actually has, like, maybe it has a defensiveness, right? Maybe it has a, maybe if it's a cunning, no, maybe if it's a, not a cunning pet, but maybe this thing is a tenacity pet that gives you a defensive, but also has a mortal strike effect. Now that would be a really good PvP pet. Prince Warlock is going to use that pet to just kind of drain life from it for now, though. Actually, is that pet doing tricks? Is that pet just doing like a little like trick thing? He's canceled that thing. Kinda good, man. You got to take care of your pet. Yes, mortal wounds. Okay. I was gonna say like everybody runs it. There's kind of a reason for it. You see that pet did just like a trick? It did like a fox thingy. It did like a little fox thingy. Mortal strike, it's small, so a lot of people don't hit it. Heal. What is the actual like? But was it a tenacity pet, a cunning pet, or is it a ferocity pet? Because I don't think he'd be running ferocity for that leech and lust. I'm pretty sure it's tenacity, right? Because if it's tenacity pet with a mortal strike, then I could understand it. That's a big defensive for you, more health, and a mortal strike effect for PvP. Wait, is Kinda Rook actually just gonna sit against Print? Both of them are mounted. Nobody's moving. Did both you see? Did I DC? Nobody's moving. Wait, no, Palm is moving. I guess maybe even think I'm going crazy. You guys are just sitting until dampening, huh? Is that what's going on? It seriously made me think that they DC'd. They just stopped. Bird Warlock's chilling over there. Canda's chilling way out there too. I feel like the world froze. That's how I feel. That's super confusing. Warlock loses if he chases, he says. Wait, so is the Warlock actually just gonna hold his ground and he says he's gonna lose if he goes after the rogue, after the hunter? Sapphire Mage is Destro. Yes, it is a Destro Warlock. Yes, that is. He's wearing a, like elite set from PvP from last few seasons of Legion. Oh, now he's playing. Okay, weird. That's gonna be a weird intermission there, boys. Everybody got a breather. I guess I'm waiting for dampening to really kick in until a little bit later. 12% dampening, pretty close to that 20%, you know, like as if it's a 2v2. Canada Rogue trying to see if he can get some damage from downtown, but not really looking to commit next to Pert Warlock and just kind of letting the dots be up there. And Pert actually just turning around and obliterating the little muskrat thing. While Canada had some cooldowns rolling, it looks like this man just doesn't want to walk up to this Warlock whatsoever. Finally, Prit actually get himself a closing the gap, dropping down Infernal, and try to get some damage into Canada, who got himself a big old turtle shell to follow. Maybe they were just waiting for cooldowns. I don't even know what just happened, but there it is. Canada versus Print. Print taking a little bit of damage from that little muskrat, but does have an immolate on it. Has aura effect, double death goal walking up onto the hunter as well as the pet. It's going to stun to follow with a cannonball right after. Huge damage should come up. Canada does get himself an exhilaration to follow. Cannonball does not connect. As the third cannonball. The Inferno is going to be up only a few more minutes here. Canada finally closing the gap with the freezing trap onto the succubus pet. Still gonna get hit with the fear. Casbolt is still gonna come out. Fear again, get another Casbolt. He got the fastest Casbolts in the West. Canada not looking all that good. Finally, one more Casbolt doesn't reach him. Doesn't go far enough. Canada somehow escaping out of it with the many minutes to follow. It's gonna be Tasteful Warlock going for that Warlock gateway. Casbolt to follow, and that's gonna be it. Huge Casbolts. Fastest Casbolts I've ever seen, Print. Fastest Casbolts ever. How many haste corruptions do you have? Are you basically like in perma bloodlust? Is that what's going on? Because that was some quick Casbolts. Quick fears too, dude. Quickest cast in the West. This man just literally win a lottery and get all the best haste-based corruptions. Like incredible amounts of haste casts. Bob just going around, just smacking around the succubus for a little bit. That's all he can do until he can reach Print. And Print just buying his time. I guess maybe he's waiting for a mount up or maybe a trinket. Palma just needs to leap in, get a big old Strongbolt in and charge or something. Or just might need to mount up himself. If one of you guys was a Maga Orc, it would actually catch up to the other. No, I'm thinking Maga with that, what, 10% movement speed ratio? Actually, does Maga movement speed and DK movement speed, does that stack together? Could you have like 130% movement speed? Or 30% of 200, I guess, 230? That'd be nuts. Stun! Oh no, Succubus is here onto Palm as he goes in for a leap. Print walking to the other side. Gonna try to see if he can get himself a big old Casbolt. Like, see how fast his Casbolts are, dude. Look how fast the Casbar is! Into a big Incinerates to follow. Stormbolt onto Print. Palm trying to get the big damage in there. It's going to be a Conflagrate to root him for second. Not going to come flag. Not going to root him at least. It's going to be Death Coil out into a Fear. That's going to be Zerka Rage for Palm to try to stand next to Print. Into a Cataclysm. Wild Inferno is up and running. Fear to follow again. Another Fear almost made it. Shadow Fear to follow. Doesn't have a stun for it. Fastest Casbolt in the West. And that's going to be Palm. No longer has Enrage Regeneration. Just had to use it in order to deal with this damage. That's going to be another Fear. No, not going to happen. The Fear is super the yard. At this point, yet another Infernal joins the fight. Stun onto Print as he's trying to get big Casbolts up and running. He's the fastest cast in the West. Wall not going to stop this cast anymore. Casbolt 1, Casbolt 2, third one on the way. Cooking trinkets out of that Fear. Maybe one more Casbolt. Another Infernal up and running. Yet another Casbolt. Ends that warrior as the 10-minute mark approaches. Unforge, man. That's the big unforge for anybody going up against Print. Kane is up next, though, landing that twisted appendage. Big blow to the enemy onto Print. Is that actually going to do anything? Does hit him with a bike, so that doesn't know. Print did not really have a lot of help to begin with there, but at least ended up getting that kill. Is Jojo up next? It looks like Dojo is going to be up next. Where's Boomer Store these days? I think Boomer Store is maybe sick or maybe busy, man. You know, a lot of people are back home with their families or whatever, so I'm not surprised if people want to hang out with the fam on the weekend. Kane tried to see if he could juke away from Dojo. Does get a port away. As the 10-minute mark approaches, we are at over the 30% dampening here, boys. No more healing available for either one of those guys. Yo, Dojo actually got these fists. Oh. It looked like he had... You know what I thought he had? It looked like he had the Legion weapons, like the Legion fist weapons, but it's actually BOD monkey fist weapons with the enchant, which actually kind of matches his auric skin. He's very, very green. Everything about him is really green, and it all weirdly matches. Kane landing the leg sweep as Dojo approaches. Fist of Fear to follow. Trinket out of Dojo. And it looked like he actually was going to go for a big bike to follow into Kane. It looked like he went for a Chain Lightning or a Jade Lightning to knock back Kane while he's Fist of Fear and touch death onto Kane. Looks like he's going to be able to deny majority of that stacking damage with a touch of death from Dojo's. Dojo's cooldowns really have been exhausted. Kane was able to separate himself from him immediately. Dojo, I mean, how many more abilities do you have left to do damage here, bud? I mean, so far, Kane has been playing very defensive. Maybe Kane can go on the offensive. Maybe he's just waiting for a blood of the enemy. Because Dojo, no longer with a trinket. So Kane, if you have a full leg sweep, big old setup, big bike, blood of the enemy, and Fist of Fury to lock him down, that could be huge damage. Maybe even touch of death to follow him. Maybe even a touch of death. Sexy shoulders on a body skin. Dude, he actually matches, dude. He's all green. You got the shoulders that match. You got the fist that match. Just everything matches, dude. Short shorts, show more skin. I mean, this man is making it work, dude. He's making it work. I feel like this duel, or this arena match duels, these duels in particular, have been very, whoa, boopity bop. Once again, can't go anywhere. Look at him getting booped around. Oh my god, that was so troll. That was the best use of Ring of Peace, dude. CC'd in the Ring of Peace. Karma for Kane right now. And Karma for Dojo as well. Who's going to get the dirty end of that Karma? It looks like blood of the enemy for Dojo as well. But Dojo taking a lot of damage right now. No! Looks like Kane survives that Karma damage. Looks like he was the last into Karma, all of it. He got booped so much, dude. That was just so troll. Oh, man. The barber can do wondrous things, dude. I'm glad they made it so at least you can change how your character looks to the barber instead of always having to pay for it or whatever. Don't they still have like character change in like the store though? Wait, Kane. Just trying to see if we can do a nice auto duel with Shockwave. Not gonna happen though. Incap and Shockwave. Lexi to follow. Meteor coming down on Shockwave with a Fist of Fury. Gonna hit him with a lightning lasso. Trinket coming out of Kane to get out of that one. It's gonna try to see if he can kite Shockwave. He did a really good job kiting Dojo. I think Shockwave is gonna be much easier because he kited another monk and even outplayed him in some of the kites. And he won that duel in the end. But kiting Shockwave, we'll see how well that works. Shockwave popping in that full wall. Kane looking to get the hell out of there while the fire alley is up. Needs to get more Vivifys in. While this damage as he sees Shockwaves approaching. And that's going to be lightning lasso for sure very, very soon. Big Earthshock and Kane just taking so much damage back to back. Needs to wait until the Karma. He might have to Karma this right here. This is going to pre-Karma. Shockwave not going for the big damage. Fist of Fury not stopping him. He's just going to Ghost Wolf. Took a little bit of Fist of Fury damage. Blood of the enemy for Kane right now. Does he have a good setup? Sun onto Kane. Karma is going to be down. Shockwave lightning lasso. Going to be short. Kane still has a little bit of health left. Incap onto Shockwave. I think it's going to be down for the count. Leg sweep. Kane barely has any health. Needs to heal himself immediately. But down he goes, and Krot is the last one left. Is Krot even there? I won't be surprised if Krot fell asleep, dude. This has been full 15 minutes for this duel to be going on. Krot, one AFK. He went to do his taxes. Oh, he's back. Okay, well, that's good, boys. That's good. Shockwave, you're able to get himself a little bit of a heal up, man. Go for it. Oh, no. Now Krot is not going to let you. Now Krot is not going to let you. Dustin with fear. Casbolt almost landed. Did he pop himself the... No, he did not. Okay, I was thinking maybe he popped himself the Tremor Totem, but he didn't. So I guess maybe Krot broke that fear early himself or something. Maybe it was like some dot or something. Krot, do you have a pet? Wait, does Krot have a pet? He does have a pet, so maybe the pet broke it actually. Or maybe a corruption broke it. Could be either one. Krot going for the gateway. Shockwave dropping down the red button on capacitor next to Krot. Actually still landing the lightning lasso. It is gonna be kind of weird DR with capacitor. No, lightning lasso is still full. It is the stun from capacitor's yard. So still at least a full lasso. Shockwave with that dot, the immolate from Krot, taking that big stars damage from time to time. The corruption slowed him down, not letting him go far enough. Krot does get a Casbolt down. It is gonna wall this Casbolt damage. Maybe should have walled a little earlier. It looked like he took a full hit. Trying to see if he can juke away from the Cataclysm around the corner. Krot setting up the gateway just for later. Shockwave getting a few heals. Krot still hasn't used any of his cooldowns yet. He just needs to get in line inside of Shockwave and really get on him. Shockwave has the Ghost Wolf, if anything. I don't really know why he went the long way around with the Ghost Wolf, but he just took a easy death call into a freebie Chaos Bolt out of Krot. Very unfortunate. Knocking him back for a second. Does he go for Lightning Lasso? I think that's what he's trying to go for. Just Lightning Lasso. Just wait him out. Krot does shrink it out of this one. Is going to resummon Fellow Hunter while Shockwave code all the way back. That's a long duel, boys. That's a long one right here. They're going to play it out to the end. Shockwave doesn't want to go down easily, man. And Krot, I think he's just trying not to drop down all the elemental. Or maybe he's waiting for a perfect clean opportunity with Shockwave. Drop down the big Infernal to make sure he's in a good spot. It's going to be Capacitor Totem next to Krot. Doesn't stun him. Casbolt to follow. Shockwave is just fighting tooth and nail here, man. If this man comes back, this would be nutty. Maybe he's waiting for the fire elemental at least. before he tries to go for the big damage. Is going to get the Fire Alley. Fury trying to come out. Is going to dip away. Tremor Totem is down. Does have the Sky Fury. Krot is going to take a little bit of damage. Does get the interrupt onto the Lassa. Could be Meteor onto Krot right now. Shockwave getting hit with an Infernal. Cannonballs are going to start flying. Big damage. And he still has the Fire Alley attack. Krot, who's going to wall it. Might want to banish that Elemental, actually. Might be a good idea. Set up a gateway just in case. He's going to use the Warlock Custom. Banish the Elemental. It's early one. Shockwave is trying to stay away from Krot. He knows he wants to use the gateway. But he's getting beaten up by that Infernal right now, dude. He's just getting beat up. Walnut, maybe he's going in for the all-in, man. That's going to be Fear. Wait, Krot could go down here. Death Coil Shockwave is in a bad spot. Might be able to interrupt the Cannonball. Actually, lands an interrupt the Cannonball. Double zap. Krot could go down right here in such a bad spot. Shockwave barely any health. Krot barely any health. It could be anyone's game right now. Oh, Krot landed that conflag at the very end. What? Now, why did that become so intense at the end there, dude? That was way too close. Both of them played so well, dude. So well. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, boys. That was nuts. That was actually absolutely nuts. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Got a 5-man completing your group. It's that time, boys. It's that 7 p.m. I think we had a lot of games today, boys. We had a lot of good games today. It's gotta be that 7 p.m. I gotta get some food, man. I gotta get some food. I gotta get some big eats. And I gotta make sure I get enough work done today. So go to sleep on time, man. You guys know I had a lot of fun with these, right? We had a lot of games today, didn't we? We had a lot of games today, dude. A lot. One more Raven. Ah, it's okay, boys. We had a lot of games. We had a lot of fun. A lot of exciting shit, but I gotta get some food, man. I'm hungry. I know when I reach that moment where I need food, I'm not gonna be as entertaining. I'm not gonna be as functional. I'm gonna start slurring my words and really just getting lazy on things. I know my limit, so we're gonna get some food, man. Is having steak? I actually don't know what I'm having, but I just want to get some food. What am I having tonight? Pasta would be great. Honestly, pasta would be great, dude. Pasta and slices of kielbasa in there with fucking Alfredo sauce, throw some hot sauce in it. Mwah. Maybe. Or maybe something healthy, like a sub or something. But I couldn't move for pasta right now. Every time I look to the left, the chat starts typing. Well, chat types all the time, but that's true. I do. Which is actually, when I look at this way on OBS, which one am I looking? Oh, mouse. I guess I do look to, it's mirrored, right? It's mirrored. I look to the right, but it looks to you guys on the left. So it is mirrored, but yeah, because you're right, essentially, is what I'm saying. I got myself confused for a second. But boys, we had ourselves a good stream. We had a lot of duels. We're gonna call it here, dude. I gotta get some food, man. I have to get the big eats, you know what I mean? I have to get the big eats. Dal, do PvE roll guides, no one's around. Dal, do PvE guides, no one's around. I actually have guides for patch 8.3 for all 3 specs right now, man. Actually, I have all 3 specs, man. All guides for all of them. For guides, use Icy Veins, all you have to know. Icy Veins are good, generally. There are some things Icy Veins omits, though, that it's like, I wish they talked about that. But if you want to check out my guides in Discord, which is down the link below, we have a whole page with all the guides available. Rogue, PvE, Assassin, Outlaw, Subtlety, all the ones you need for patch 8.3 right now. All of them are up, boys. All of them are up. Actually, I think it would be kind of cool because Tickle does the PvP guides for Icy Veins. I wonder if I could do guides for Icy Veins. I think that'd be kind of cool. Because I use Icy Veins as well, but I use other resources too. I feel like when you use just Icy Veins, that's usually not enough. You have to go besides that to really learn the specs. You have to go outside of that. Generally, most of the Icy Veins guides are awesome. A couple of things I would add with Outlaw here and there, like more regularly update or whatever. Because right now, what do they have for you for the buff combo, right? Just so I can make a point. Let me see. Outlaw Rogue PvE guide, right? Outlaw PvE guide. Let's go to rotation and let's go to the buff mechanic. Is it updated? Updated. Well, roll the bones. yeah, so let's roll the bones. Grand Melee has been way out of fashion for a while. Unless you're brand new to Rogue and you don't have any traits whatsoever. Ruthless Precision is generally good. However, in a pure single target, Broadsides is simming much better for higher item level. Actually, I would say Broadside is better than Grand Melee. Grand Melee is not as good of a buff as it was. It was really good at the very beginning of the game when it was all about auto attacks. However, other abilities are starting to become a lot better than just general auto attacks. Broadside does give you extra damage with pistol shots, as the Deadshot build is starting to scale better than Deeper Stratagem, Ace Up Your Sleeve build, unless you have literally 0 Deadshot points. Even having 2 Ace and 2 Deadshot makes Broadsides for those Deadshots better for consistency. You'll still go for a lot of crit, maybe more versatility if you have less Ace Up Your Sleeve. Like little things like that, you know what I mean? Little things like that. And I make sure to make videos on all the updated stuff, and I just wish they were to just change that real quick. Because, I mean, Ruthless is good, but depends. You know, depends if you're going for a big Ace or a big Deadshot. If you have even of them, Ruthless is still good, but they do have it right, I think, for AoE, though. Ruthless loses importance in this build as a target for... Wait, Deeper Stratagem, Ace Up Your Sleeve. Deeper Stratagem and Ace Up Your Sleeve. You either roll +2 buffs or Ruthless, Grand Melee loses. Okay, so at least I have this for Grand Melee and Deeper Strat. On AA, you'll keep a Broadside, but they don't have the original Broadside is better than Grand Melee. So at least I have that, so I guess I could take that back with Deeper Strat build. But Broadside is insanely strong right now. Like, it's actually like the best buff right now. Okay, so like there's certain things. So they actually are doing a good job. I'm not gonna like flame them, right? I don't want to flame them. Whoever writes the guides, who writes the guides? Let's give him credit. Let's give him credit, dude. Who is the writer for this? It is Celithan. You're doing a good job, Celithan. You're doing a really, really good job. But if I had to be nitpicky, there are certain things you could adjust. If I had a gun next to my head and I had to be nitpicky, there is a few things that I would personally adjust. But they're doing a good job. Either way, thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching. 80 likes, fucking beautiful Necromancer. Hopefully you have a good one. Maybe we can go for 90 likes next time, maybe 100. Be sure to join our Discord, boys. Currently linked, but we also have links down below. Thank you boys so much for coming by to the stream. Appreciate all of you. IC is good for basic or advanced. No, IC Veins can also do advanced. It depends who you go. If you go for Survival Hunter, IC Veins is your best. It actually has all the best stuff for survival. Whoever is a guide writer for survival does it concise, but he does the advanced stuff too. But yes, essentially, yeah, IC Veins, if you treat it as like a basics, but then you look at other sources, and yes, depends on classes though, because some of them are exceptionally well written. Like they're just concise, they just tell you, do this. And if you literally repeat what they do, it does amazing. But thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are fucking beautiful. I'm gonna talk to you about Shaman. Okay, and I'll see you guys all next stream. You guys have a good one. Stay safe out there. Peace.